logo just an at symbol?
Like in my
Your
name.
YouTube channel? Yeah, is your YouTube channel an at symbol? Oh, I didn't make this public. Hold up, I gotta make my thing public.
Yeah, is mine public? How do I know?
Yeah, we straight live unlisted. Okay, make that. That might be a problem. I don't know.
I'll check mine.
I just made it public. I don't know if that's gonna like alert me.
Let me see.
I played myself there. I went live unlisted. I don't think I've ever done something like that. Like Tim 20 got his takeaways. We see you, Tim.
Okay, yeah. See, you could do right away.
All right, we good. Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
One person watching. It's definitely me.
How you doing? Get in the chat if you're in the chat. How you doing? All right. Well, I guess while that's happening, we might.
How you doing?
I'm cool. Like, bro, like I'm cool with going as long as you want to. Like, lay that out there. Like, just so you know, I thought we just start like the injuries. I mean, we had like 4 of them today.
Okay, me too.
Antoine Green, Hendon Hooker, Connor Galvin.
Yeah.
What was the fourth one? I'll find it. I don't remember. I mean, but okay. Thoughts on those? I guess thoughts on those.
Right
I'll
now.
find out. Okay.
I'll tell you real good. Yeah. So I know Hooker and
Bada.
Antoine Green sounds like it's just concussions.
Okay.
What?
No, his name is Bada. Yeah, it's Bada. Bada got hurt. Bada was the other guy. I think that's how.
Oh yeah, Bada. Yeah, I thought. Bada. Okay, I thought you were saying my bad.
I was. Yeah. All right.
That works for me.
Yeah, I was just doing both. But yeah. So okay, so Hendon Hooker's got a concussion, or he's being evaluated for concussion. Same thing with Green.
Yes.
Yo, wait, tell how easy. What happened?
I don't know if you're freezing or if I'm freezing.
Okay, maybe I'm freezing. Hold up. Okay, are we good? Are we good?
It might be me. Hold on, I'm about to turn some people's internet off.
Okay,
I get some yelling across the house.
Okay. I might have to reload. Maybe I got to reload. Yo, you're like one of those dudes. It was like one of those dudes on like on TV where they like ask a question, it cuts to them, and then they just stand there and look at you for a little bit, and then they answer the question. Yeah. All right. We're locked.
I do. I'm frozen.
No, I see
you.
You're
I'm
just
turn
like
this guy's internet off. He's gonna be pissed. But
maybe I need to reload. Do I look crazy?
Yeah, same here. Should I leave and come back? Maybe.
Okay, yeah, you try that. You reload, and then I'll reload. We'll see what happens.
Let me reload first since I'm the guest, and then I'll just.
Oh, you're good now. You're good now. By the way,
I'm good now.
You're good. Yeah.
All right, I'm like slowly closing tabs out too. All these PHs I got open.
Wait. My man said my audio's low. Let me turn it. I'll turn my stuff up. We good. I'll just give you one of those. So do I sound super loud now?
Yeah, I think you sound better.
Okay. All right. I don't even know if I have the right mic hooked up.
And you're not even freezing anymore. My mic.
You look good too. Look, you look good. We're good. All right. So okay. So those injuries. I guess we don't really have any updates on anything there. It looks like Galvin's gonna be down for a minute though, and it looked like Bada was kind of messed up too. He's kind of just laying on the sideline. So hate that for those. But you were like, yo, let's do a post game show. So there was something on your mind. What was it?
I was just I was taking notes for tomorrow's show. Just some quick takeaways, just because like I got my son during the day and I like to spend time with him. So like while he's down, that's why I tried to like do a lot of the dirty work.
Okay, I see you.
Tomorrow, I mean, I'm gonna do this on my show too, but we could do it on yours as well. Grading the rookies, or maybe just a few standouts. I know there was a specific name that I was. What's the word I'm even looking for right here? Not bombarded. No, I used bombarded. Everyone was kind of just flooding me with the Matthew Betts hype. Didn't see much of him. Was that? Did you pay notice of that at all?
I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't. I think I missed when he first got on the field because I was like, "Yo, have we seen Betts?" And I looked, I'm like, "Oh, Betts is out there." So, hey, look. Now I'll say this: it didn't. We'll have to get the snap counts. It didn't feel like he played that many snaps, to be honest, because I watched him and I was like, "Oh, there he goes." I watched him and I was like, oh, he looked good. I was like, he's gonna get off the line here. That's what I expect. And he got off, but it was a screen. I was like, all right, I don't know how much to take for that. That was the one that Jefferson made the stop. He like
great tackle.
Snipped
Just
that thing.
tossed
Yeah,
him
he
like a sack
was
of
all
potatoes.
over that. And I was like, awesome. And then after that, I honestly didn't notice him anymore. I don't even know if he played after that though, to be honest. So that's
Yeah, I really didn't notice him too much after either. Okay, now I think mine.
Hey,
why is there a paperclip on Ben Diesel?
that's
Ben
he's
Diesel,
coming
by the
from your chat.
Okay, that's okay. So shout to Ben
Yeah.
Diesel.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start with that guy. Actually, it's probably the more exciting person. Hendon Hooker left early with concussion.
I thought we were talking about Ben. But
I
okay.
think he.
Yeah.
We can talk about Ben.
I mean, we just kind of laid it up there. No, go ahead. Let's talk about Hendon Hooker. Talk about him. Because I know we're gonna have differing opinions on this, so I want to hear what you think.
Okay, so what is my take on Hendon? Because you just put the pressure on me to tell me that we have different opinions.
I think we do.
I was proud of him, honestly. I didn't expect much, right? Like we already been watching him in practice. I feel like he was struggling with the reads and whatnot. Today, I felt like when he couldn't find someone, he was definitely finding this running back in the short, getting rid of the ball. I'm sure this might be your opinion if you're thinking we're gonna be different, but I loved when he runs. I do. I think it's something he's got to learn to like take care of his body more because now you're getting tackled at NFL level versus a collegiate level. I mean, obviously he trucked 2 human beings today. That looked phenomenal. I mean, he's got that it about him though, where he can do those things, but you don't necessarily want your quarterback doing that. I don't know how Josh Allen has held up over years doing what he does. It had Cam Newton exit his career early, and he was a former MVP of the league. I mean, he's definitely still a little bit sloppy, but brother, like get the ball down there. Yes, like give me that. I'll take that all day because the first half of offense was unwatchable.
Yeah, it was a disaster. Yeah, it was a disaster. No, I mean, look, okay, I don't disagree with what you're saying. So that's actually the first name that came to mind. I think it is for everybody. It's like you think Josh Allen, and to me, he's definitely not built like he's tall. He's strong. He's just not like physically built. He feels like he's much slimmer. He's not tiny, but he just feels slimmer. He's not Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
My takeaway was my biggest positive was kind of what Golden Tate was saying. I feel like was what he was saying was like, oh, he feels poised. Like I also felt like even though it was little, I could be wrong. It felt like the offensive line was doing a little bit better outside of the one where he kind of like escaped the pocket and took off. But other than that, like that was the biggest thing that stood out to me was finding the check down quickly, getting the ball out of his hands. It felt pretty quick because all the talk at camp was the complete opposite. Like the weird thing was all the time at camp we're like, oh man, who needs to speed up his process? It's Nate Sudfeld. And then it was like, well, Hendon Hooker, he's playing slow. And then today it kind of felt like the opposite. It was like, well, Hooker's getting the ball out of his hands. He may not be hitting who he's throwing it to, but he's getting the ball out of his hands. So to me, like when the lights came on, to what you just said is it. Like having that like he's a gamer. He just feels like a gamer when he's out there. But my thing was, and it's not like I dislike like this. I pull back on maybe some of the hype from it because it's basically his first game playing in the NFL. I mean, he's basically a rookie, so it's going to look very shaky. And he also, I mean, he did miss a whole year. Like normally you just go right into the next year. He didn't do that. But I don't walk away like impressed with either of them. I wasn't impressed with either of them, I would say. Because Hendon Hooker, very limited sample size. There wasn't enough to take from. Plus, he missed a couple throws. He missed one pretty badly. And for me, the mobility and stuff, I think it's nice, but watch this comparison. I'm about to go crazy here. I feel like what he did was similar to what we would see with guys like David Blau, Jeff Driscoll. Like when these guys would come in as backups, and it was like, oh, okay, they're moving the football a little bit. But I never really walked away and was like, man, they're dotting teams up. But it was like they're moving the ball because they start to utilize their legs. And it feels like when you have a lot of instability around you, having that to kind of like lean back on and you can just spark a drive by yourself is like that always felt like it got something going. It was like, hey, Tim Boyle's in there and it's a disaster. And then, oh, here comes Blau and it's like, hey, we got something. And I remember a lot of people wanted to keep Blau. And Hooker's going to be better than that. He's going to be the backup in the future. I don't doubt any of those things. But for me, it was just like, the athlete's there. That's why he was the pick where he was, like to me, because of all the confusion with the weird offense they ran. This dude has it. He separates himself athletically. He's not Nate Sudfeld. He's a better athlete. He's big. He's strong. He can throw the deep ball. He has all the attributes. It's everything else that I feel like I didn't walk away thinking like, oh, he's making the easy throws look easy. it's like, okay, these were the issues that he had, and it's like this kind of looks like the player I expected. I thought he could go with his legs, and he did, but I didn't walk away with impressed necessarily. It was just like this was fine. This was kind of what was expected from the debut. That's how I feel about it. That was a super long-winded answer.
No, you're fine. That's what we want. That's what we're doing, right? We're talking about the game. I am impressed simply just because we watched him in practice, you and I together, and we were like, "Oh, woof!" Yeah. Like, not great. And I was nervous for him. I thought that it could be that type of outing for him, and it wasn't. Not only did he not do that, but he also moved the ball down the field. And in my opinion, I mean, so do you think he looked better than Sudfeld then, I guess is my question for you.
From initial watch, man, I thought I couldn't say he was more accurate than Sudfeld. I honestly couldn't say he looked more accurate, but I could say that sounds crazy. I would say like when Sudfeld was out, when it does sound crazy, but like
kind of, yeah. I think he was more accurate than Sudfeld. I mean, Sudfeld took bigger chances, obviously.
Like, bro, but even okay, I could just remember wrong. I feel like even the pass to Hesse like wasn't a good pass. It was like a great catch. He like pulled it from behind him. Neither of them threw the ball accurate. I'm not saying like Sudfeld was accurate. I didn't think either of them was accurate. That's what I'm saying. Hooker missed to me 3 passes in one drive.
He was 5 and 9.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not good.
It's fairly. I mean,
it's all right. Hey, look, you said was he more accurate? I would say I can't say he was more accurate, but I can say. He looked like an NFL quarterback though. He looked big. He looked super poised. And to what you said is when you saw him at practice, like it was like, can he speed this up? But what showed up? What did we like about Hendon Hooker coming out of college? I think everything you knew that you would like showed up, which was awesome. I always feel like that's like the immediate thing for a college rookie. If I like something in college and we all tend to know this is the thing he should bring to the NFL, and if he can't bring that immediately, it's like, okay, this might be a problem because that's what. You knew what you liked about Hendon Hooker, I thought, showed up. He doesn't throw the ball into coverage very often, and he didn't do that. He took care of the football. He threw the check down his there. It's like, all right, cool. He threw the little crossing route, let him out there. I thought he just did what we knew. I don't think he went above expectations for me. If anything, it was because of how poor Sudfeld played. I think that kind of rises some of the hype for Hooker. Because it's like, bro,
that's fair.
What the heck was that? Yeah, I couldn't say he was more accurate. I just thought he looked like an NFL guy in the future, just not yet.
I think technically he was more accurate, but he also didn't take as many chances. He didn't throw as many times, obviously, as Sudfeld. He didn't didn't play the same amount of snaps. Listen.
Some of that's good throws.
At the end of the day, though, like, what'd you say?
Someone had a couple good throws. He had a little Shane Zylstra, He had a good throw.
You're grounded. My bad. That's wild.
Hey, he did though. He had some good throws, all right? Man. No, go ahead.
In the second half? Bro, I couldn't even stomach myself to rewatch him on offense in the second half. Was mind-numbingly, like, piss poor.
Okay, but hold up. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But in fairness, just because it's funny, couldn't we say that the passes that Hendon Hooker made Nate Sudfeld actually made the same throws? Like he did throw a lot of the crosser to Isaiah Williams. He just didn't have a big enough sample size. He made that same throw, right? He made the same crossing throw. He made the little he made the and then the one he missed to Kennedy Kenny Younger threw it. But then he made the one to Zylstra on third down. Sideline. He broke.
There was one that Hooker had that I think was better
than.
I just have to rewatch that part. I think there was one throw that Hooker made that I really, to be honest, didn't expect. Nice. Yeah, it was a nice throw.
Oh, he
missed. I want to say it was out towards.
Okay.
He made it. It was towards the numbers, towards the boundaries. He has a stronger arm. I think he has the strongest arm on the team.
I'm gonna pull it up so I can read it to you.
Go ahead. And what are you pulling it up on? Just so I can pull it up too.
No. Yeah, I was just looking at the play-by-play, just because I was trying to see if I could refresh my memory. Because he only did one drive, right? Or did he do 2 drives?
He did two drives. One bad one, and then one where he actually moved the ball. Yeah. Let me go.
So he had
he
had a 5-yard pass to Isaiah Williams, which I think was I don't remember what that one was, to be honest with you. Then he had the Isaiah Williams 13-yard, which was the third down one, and that was nice because it was a little crosser. It was smart. They were in man. He made the right decision. He got the ball out. So that was that one. And then he had the Hesse one, which I didn't think was great, but it was like, hey, it worked. He had a Zonovan Knight pass for 9 yards. Mm-hmm. That had to be a check down because I don't remember that one. Is that a check down?
That was a check down, yeah.
Okay, then the scramble, then a run, then a sack. then a scramble, then an incomplete to Jones on the fade, and then the incomplete to the back. I may have missed something in there, though. Yeah.
Lions versus Giants.
That was his completions. So, I mean, it's too small of a sample size. I'll say this. Hendon Hooker made a better impression for sure than Nate Sudfeld. It was good. It was. Absolutely. And it's the thing, like, I'm not putting them against each other. It's just like, he didn't do anything that I was like, what? Okay. I mean, that's fine.
What do you mean? But, we truck two human beings?
Okay, yeah. He's different. He's built. Hey, Nate Sudfeld's going to be a problem, bro, long term. It's not there yet. It's okay. But he's going to be a problem long term. I do agree with you there. I thought
you meant like a good problem just now.
No. Like, bro, if I would not feel comfortable. If Hendon Hooker had to play an NFL regular season game today, I wouldn't be like, oh, let's go. I'd be like, oh, goodness, this might be a problem. You might get some awesome plays like that.
Yeah, it'd be like when Tebow's winning games.
Yeah, okay, I like that. But eventually, it's not going to be like that. He's going to be able to hold his own. Oh, am I?
No, you're good. You're back now. I'm kicking somebody off my internet.
Hey,
you're good. You're back. I can hear you now.
Okay. All right.
Hooker would have played with the second team. He would have. That's another thing too, right? Like, he was doing that with like the third team guys.
Right. And then they switched back to Sudfeld at the end because of the injury. And then Sudfeld did move the ball down the field, and that was probably his best drive. So I mean, the weird thing was though when Sudfeld came back in, I think he had the normal team that he had with him, and then I think it went 3 and out, and then they went to like the third team with Sudfeld in there. I think that was maybe the drive they moved the ball downfield, and then they got stopped. Honestly, bro,
that's why I was kind of pissed off. They gave. That's why I was pissed. They gave Sudfeld all the second team reps. Like, if we want to like have like a fair comparison, I think even for their sake, they should have allowed Hooker to go with the second team as well. You know what I'm saying? Just to get an idea of like, what's he doing with this squad? Yeah, it's just different. Like, because I don't want the excuse for Hooker doing better than Sudfeld on that drive to be, oh, but he's going against the third or fourth team defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. Like, give him the second team too, and to go against second team. And I think we might see that next week if he obviously bounces back from the concussion. I think there's value in that though, because football is kind of like that. Like, Patrick Mahomes is probably the perfect example of that. Not the perfect example, but an example of that, where not everything's done through the X and O's. Sometimes you just need that gamer. You need a guy who can make a play beyond the script, and there's an it factor to that, and that's how you win football games, because football is just not a perfect game. Like, not everything's gonna go your way, and sometimes you have to make chicken soup out of chicken shit. And Hooker has that ability. It's just like, can he get the X and O down as well? Where you can command the offense, they can trust to put him out there, and it's not just gonna be random shit all the time. But you need that in football. I truly believe, like, to win Super Bowls consistently, unless you have a phenomenal team all across the board, which the Detroit Lions kind of do this year, and that's why I'm willing to finally say I think Jared Goff and the boys could go to the promised land.
Make it happen. No, I look, I don't disagree with you, and it's both sides, right? It's like there's statistically, like analytically, it's very difficult to judge quarterbacks based on those things, like, hey, when they're under pressure, when they're scrambling, because all of a sudden everything's so inconsistent. But to your point, you do need those because, yeah, like, especially once you get against good teams, like you deal with Aaron Donald or something, like he's going to blow things up. The play just ain't going to be there. So, and he showed us that today, to your point. And I thought it was nice because when, they did the little like bootleg, and I think one he took off on there, that might have been this big run. I could be wrong. I think that was the one he broke the tackle on. But like, and then the other one, he like ran down toward the 4-yard line, like picked up half the. It's like when you get him on the move, it's real value in that because he really has a threat of just taking off. Like, it's not like if everything clears out, he's going to get a couple of sidelines. Like, it's a real threat in his game. It opens up something different that neither Goff or Sudfeld really bring. Theirs is like last resort. His is like, if it's there, I'm going. So it's definitely a different threat when he's out there. I don't disagree. But for consistency, yeah, we just need the other things to dial in. But I have no issue with that, man. I feel fine with this debut. Perfectly fine. I didn't walk away hyped, but I was like, this is good. It's fine. Kind of what I expected.
Come on, dog.
I mean,
because we have time for other stuff to roll out.
Bro, like, if he had, it's not his fault. He didn't have a big enough fan size. He didn't make a big throw to me. Something that was like, whoa. He just looked. Like I said, the biggest thing was he looked calm in there. He looked good. He didn't look overwhelmed. He could have looked crazy out there. He didn't bobble no snaps. He didn't do nothing. He didn't really feel like a rookie.
He was smiling.
He just felt
he
like
was
a guy
having
that missed some
fun,
throws.
and he's only gonna get better, man. Hey,
No, I'm with it,
I'm
man.
on the.
I believe it.
Come here. You should be in bed. People are gonna judge me as a parent. You gotta go to bed after this, but you can come say hi. What'd you think of Hendon Hooker's performance?
The ones always like win when I cheer them up.
They always win when he cheers them up. All right, go lay down.
Okay.
Rock with that. We need it. We...
Good night, bro. I love you.
Okay.
Yeah, they always win when he cheers them up. So
Well,
he had a point there.
keep cheering because today he barely wasn't cheering easy because we lost. So I don't know what he was doing. Bradley, come on.
No,
Okay, real quick, I gotta. Bradley, come on, man. I know he retired. Go ahead, easy. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Wait, no. Why is Bradley saying that?
Bradley said Aaron Donald retired at the end of the season because I said Aaron Donald. Man, it was an example, dog. It was just a player that came to mind. I know he retired, bro. I got you.
Why'd you say Aaron Donald?
Because I was just saying, like, someone that could like disrupt the X's and O's is an Aaron Donald. Anyway,
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, like a lot of stuff.
Like this is see Easy. This is why Easy. This is why I'm glad Easy's here. All right, Easy, because you're siding with the people right now.
You're getting the golf treatment right now. You're getting when you have an honest criticism of a guy, the fan base, because they're a guy. Stop the hate. What's going on?
But you know what? That's fair. No, that's fair. That's it. But that's what I knew. That's why I said when I was like, I know we're gonna have different perspectives on this, just because I'm not hyped.
Yeah.
Like it was fine. But also, you got to think like too. I think me and you were on the same on this though, bro. We loved Hendon Hooker coming out. I loved Hendon Hooker coming out, bro. I wanted that dude. I was cool with taking him round one,
first round. Yeah,
fine with that. Like this dude, I love me some Hendon Hooker. So it's like I also don't have the bar set at like, well, if he's not a disaster, we did something well. Like that's not. I think this dude's gonna be something special. So I want to see that before I give him the roses for being special. It was fine today. It was fine. It was special. It was fine.
Just say good, Dan. Just say it.
He was above average. He was above average for what I expected.
I mean, come on. I think of the longest drive. He led the longest drive for the offense. I'm saying I could be wrong on that, but I feel like I'm right.
He had the face mask and it's 2 flags. But I feel like a hater now. I don't want to be the hater. All right, let's move. Hey,
welcome to my world.
Yeah.
I wish I got.
Oh, this is.
I gotta
crazy.
find the
This
play.
is bad energy for week 1.
But
bro.
I guess. All right, and I think I've already made this point. But do you get what I'm saying? Though, like you need the improvisions at the quarterback position, or like in big games, or like, I mean, I don't know, Cam Newton's Super Bowl year, MVP year. Like a lot of stuff he did was like that wasn't drawn up. You didn't draw him up to break 3 tackles and then, wing it down the field to your guy who's now open because you drew the play long enough.
I feel you. I feel like too though. It's like the more. Like, watch this. If I have a guy that's, like, extremely consistent, I don't want to say consistent, but if he was, like, really efficient, the higher efficiency, the less I need that maybe. Right? Like, because, like, even the best probably don't. Fair. That's Tom Brady, I think, is a great example. Now, Tom does in his own way, maybe you could say, before the snap.
Goff is
but he's, like, so darn efficient. And Goff's not at that level, but he's so darn efficient where it's, like, I don't even need that many. Because, like, yeah, he may not get out of the sack. He may take that sack. It's like, dang, that cut our drive short. But he's also not going to miss like that matchup that he had on 2nd and 15. He's going to find it, and he's going to take advantage of it. Meanwhile, other quarterbacks may not even notice that's even a thing. So he's going to take advantage of every other opportunity that's there. So like he'll be able to make up for that mentally with what he didn't have athletically.
But with finding his check downs tonight, could you say he was consistent? Like in those situations, like if he didn't run it, he found his check down.
His decision making was consistent. I would say, yeah. His decision that was the best part. His decision making was the best part.
Baby steps.
Yeah. No, I'll take that, and that's the biggest. I think that's the biggest thing, honestly, because it's like the accuracy's there. It's just the thing is the way I felt like he was missing passes today, were the way he's missed passes in college. So that's where I'm like, okay, I want to see that come together. But remember, we saw in camp like he was underthrowing guys, so he didn't do that. I mean, he wasn't throwing it at the ground. And some of that could be the receiver too. Like, Maurice Alexander's like 5'7" or something. Like, I can understand you throwing it over his head. I completely get that. Goff misses passes too. Like it was a fine. I just if I could have seen more, maybe I could have been more hype. That's it. It's when you see more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
It's hard when you only have 5 completions. Yeah, like
I think too. Like I'm appreciative of like if there's a short throw, but it's like outside of the numbers. Then I know it took arm strength to get there. And I think that one that he had, and
yeah.
I could be wrong. I think the one he had to Williams or
Bro,
whoever it may have been.
I think
It
it
was
was
that.
a crosser, but it was like that. But he did. He waited till he got
Yeah.
across the field. He's got an arm. Oh yeah, dude. It's like, bro. He's got a. I don't know. I feel like he had like first round athletic ability. I think he's out the same. That's,
Oh, for sure
that's
does.
a first round athlete, man. That's a big time. You go in the first round, you're a big time athlete. It's like being a D1 player. You're a big time athlete. It's different. They sub, there's different levels. There's levels to it based on what we see athletically from him.
So
He's
give it a
different,
letter
yeah.
grade.
I'd give it a C plus. C plus B minus. It's kind of
I'm gonna go B minus.
Oh, see, look, we're right there. We're right there, man.
You
We're
said
right there.
C. I'm just saying. You
Well,
kinda hate
I
me
did.
there.
I did start with C plus. Yeah.
So what would you grade? What do you
Look,
grade
even-
in
Go ahead.
Sudfeld?
I'd grade Sudfeld probably a D.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I feel better knowing that.
Yeah. I don't think he played well. I definitely didn't walk away like, yo,
Yeah.
Sudfeld was doing work, but I don't think it was like the fact that there was good moments in there. It just wasn't consistent at all. And for Sudfeld, it's
Mhm.
like. The more you're out there with all these backups, bro, the less consistent it's going to be. The more snaps you have to deal with, like, it's going to turn into a disaster. Because, the biggest concern to me is second team offensive line right now. Because that looked rough. I don't. Maybe it wasn't that
Yeah.
bad, and I think for the Lions right now, it's about picking parts rather than the whole group. But that seemed like a big time struggle. They had basically no run game outside of Vaki and both their quarterbacks running. There was no rushing attack at all. Like, no one else ran the ball.
Yeah.
None of their running backs really ran the ball well. So that's a concern on its own.
But to be fair, at the NFL level, it's always going to be that. I feel like your second string offensive line, I feel like across the board,
true.
always
That's
sucks. That's why you only really want to be missing one guy at a time.
Yeah,
And
that's a good
Manu, if we're talking rookies, if you want to make the jump, that
But
kid, he's raw. We knew that though.
But
He was
the
getting
flip
kinda
side
worked
is,
at times.
see, yeah, and that's no, you make a good point there because it's probably gonna be more so like not everybody's gonna make it here. Maybe 2 or 3 of you got to find the ones that are just most consistent. But the Giants' third team, like they kind of ran the ball out on us. I mean, Dante Miller, 12 carries, 63 yards. Eric Gray popped
Yeah.
the big one, so that that is what it is. But like they found consistency towards the end there. So that would have been the biggest thing for me. I mean, they got some good back.
I see what you're saying. Like at least they got the ball going, the run game going.
Yeah, there was
Is that
like
what you're
no
saying? Yeah,
consistency with the Lions outside of Vaki's like couple flashes, and that was it. That was their entire run game.
Man, which by the way, I
Hey,
liked what I saw.
dude's good.
And I was nervous because remember day one pads, Malcolm stopped moving his feet, went through right to his chest.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I was like, oh,
lit up.
it's a different level for him. It's a new position for him, or at least experienced
lit up.
position for him. But no, he looked. He's got that natural wiggle, that natural I'm not gonna go down. I'm gonna fall forward for like two, 3 more.
Yeah, dude, and it's like it feels like the issues that he's gonna come across is like when he's dancing, or not. I wouldn't say dancing, but just when he's not moving forward. Like that one, like where he fouled the
That's
puller.
such a dad thing
and
to
he-
do. I apologize.
Yeah. Let's just
Sorry.
these real quick. Yeah, no, it would have been that one play. Where, yeah, but he was fouling the lineman, but he wasn't like moving forward, and it was like, bro, if someone off the backside like shed a block, this is a TFL because he hasn't moved forward at all. But they didn't, and then he just scoots forward, and that's the kind of like he played like a very strange pace in college, and it feels like for everybody else that could be a little bit weird for the offensive lineman because it's not like he's always like where he's supposed to be. Like he always kind of feels like he's kind of herky jerky doing his own thing. But that dude is the contact. Okay, watch this easy. So crazy takes. I said this during the live stream, but let's do it. We talked about Hooker. Let's go to this side. I think Sione Vaki might be our Christian McCaffrey.
What? Just,
Okay, now here we go.
are you joking? Are you messing around? Was that a joke?
Let's look at a long-term perspective, right? So I gotta be patient. All right, I gotta be patient. So I gotta,
You just called him Christian McCaffrey, then you said you
Well-
got to be patient.
Well, look, he's about predicted the future. Okay, like, hey, is it gonna rain next week? We gotta know. Because we got football practice. So this is like with Baki, man. I'm looking at it like this. I don't think it'll be there year one because the things I just said. Like he's gonna have some ugly stuff in there, and we still haven't seen him pass protect at all. And I'm like, I don't know what that's gonna look like. And I think the Lions will be very patient with him. They're not gonna rush him because they have Craig stuff. They're like cool with like, all right, we'll just give him a little bit. But that skill set, I'm telling you, hey, by year 2, he might be the NFL's Christian McCaffrey. Like Monty, I'm not even gonna lie. Looking at Monty might be out of here. It's gonna be him and Gibbs running the show. This guy's gonna be insane, bro. I'm telling you, he's gonna be like our St. Brown at running back. He's gonna be St. Brown.
Can't tell if you're trolling me or not.
Okay.
You mean this? You mean this?
I think he's gonna be the St. Brown of running backs, bro. Round 4, he's gonna be insane. He's gonna be one of the best in football. Like, you know how St. Brown came on late? It was like end of the season. We're like, oh snap! It's like he's 100 yards every game. I think this is what it's gonna turn into. Start end of the year, maybe year 2, maybe an injury pops up. He's gonna become that.
Wow.
He's gonna be that. Yeah.
So I mean, in that instance, though, like, what is Gibbs? Because he is also considered. I consider him top 10 guy right now.
We're gonna have the best running back room of all time. That's what that is. That's. I mean, look. If you think about it like this, though,
Were you drinking when you got done with your live stream, and now you're just
potentially? But here's the thing: this is how I gotta look at it. Who drafts a running back, right? And what did they round? They took him in round 4. They drafted a guy that had taken 34, 32 carries in college football in the 4th round, above guys that like legitimately had running back. They took that guy. He didn't run like a blazing 40, so it was like, well, obviously that's the kick returner. They don't even know what the heck his role is really right now because they have a loaded running back room. They took that guy in round 4 off of that little amount of carries that's still trying to figure out how to play running back, that played receiver in high school. Is special, man, bro. I think Brad nailed this one because you could just feel it. You're like, this is different. It's unique, but it's different. This dude is gonna be special. He's got, like we said, he got no tread on the tires, man. He's gonna be crazy. This is my St. Brown pick. This guy's gonna be like the next, like, well.
Oh, did your mic cut out? Is it the old mic? Is it the? Oh no. I think that's strong. He's definitely gonna be good though. CMC is literally the best running back in the game though. That's just, but he has that dual threat ability. Obviously, like you said, he played receiver down in high school. I think he played slot, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he's gonna be good. I can't think of a name that's more realistic, I guess, off the top of my head at the moment. Because I think he runs. I think he will be good receiving out of the backfield. I'm trying to think here.
Easy, you are agreeing with me. That's cool. Like if you,
I'm not agreeing on the CMC level. Come on, we gotta dial that one back a little bit. Who's someone that just like is just like?
He's gonna be crazy. Jay, he's gonna be
how much?
Jay, I'm telling you right now. I just laid it out.
Give me some time on that one.
I'll give you some time. I was trying to find it back. I was like, what was Christian McCaffrey's
Austin Eckler
preseason debut?
Austin Eckler.
No.
Does that work for you?
No. Hey, easy. This is different. This is special. Because he's not going to be like consistent like Monty where it's like, oh man, he got the vision and those things. He's just going to be so darn unique. He's so strong. Bro, he's just bouncing off of dudes. He's so urgent and like shifty, but like weird, and it's all low to the ground. He's got crazy bursts, and we haven't seen his hands yet. But I'm telling you, bro, like he can route run. It's gonna be crazy. We can leave it here, but Sione Vaki is gonna be the next Amon-Ra St. Brown in the NFL. He's gonna be insane, dude. And might as well jump on it early, man. You can see it. It's there. Get hype about something. Let's get hype about it. You know.
Listen, I'm not going to discourage any Detroit Lion from becoming the next CMC.
Well,
I feel like.
Go ahead. I'm bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm drinking.
Well, okay. Well, here's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to get as drunk as you.
When McCaffrey played, did people think McCaffrey was going to be McCaffrey? No, he wasn't even the first running back taken. I think Fournette went before him. Like he was like the 3rd running back that year. So like,
he was the first round pick, wasn't he?
He was the first round pick. Yeah, he was the first round pick. But like the idea of like, oh, he has a long way. Like, of course he has a long way to go. But like, so did McCaffrey, right? In a way. I'm just saying.
No, dude, McCaffrey kind of, as a receiver,
he
as a receiving
that's
back.
That's what Vaki's gonna be, dude. Vaki just gonna get the opportunity. He just haven't gotten the opportunity yet. No, he's better than Alvin Kamara. The truth is, he's gonna be better than Alvin Kamara. But I like that comp. I like that. I can rock with Alvin Kamara though. He's gonna be better.
This feels crazy.
He's
gonna be good.
Easy.
He's gonna be Sione Vaki.
How about that? Special, bro. No, he's gonna be Sione Vaki. He's gonna be insane.
So is he gonna be better than Gibbs? You think he's better than Gibbs the way you're talking?
I think so.
Wow.
I mean,
and Gibbs becomes this change of pace guy.
No, I can't do Gibbs like that. I can't do Gibbs like that because that's the thing. Like Gibbs don't even gotta be polished, and he's a game breaker. They're just game breakers in their own right. Like Gibbs, to your point, like maybe one of the fastest backs in football. Vaki is not. But Vaki has like insane contact balance that Gibbs does not have to me. Definitely,
Ryan
they're
says
gonna be a great
Arian
one
Foster. He was a guy with great contact balance. I don't think I think Vaki might be faster though.
Arian Foster's cool. We could. Look, man, y'all can say you guys can like lower it if you want. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what I mean? Like when we were hyping, we weren't like, yo, St. Brown might be. I can't think of a name right now. St. Brown might be T.Y. Hilton. It's like, no, dude. St. Brown's, T.Y.
I was always said Hines Ward for St. Brown.
I like that.
But he's better.
Hines Ward's a dog. Hines Ward might be faster.
He's a dog. St. Brown's a dog.
Hines Ward got to be faster,
probably.
Though, right? Yeah.
I don't disagree.
That's a throwback. That's old Madden. Hines Ward was the dog on Madden, man. All right, we don't have to continue on this topic.
You're fine. Good? He was 8th overall, by the way, in the 2017 Christian McCaffrey.
He was the 8th pick? Oh, I thought he was like 20. Oh, okay.
I thought he was, yeah. All right, I have one more quarterback thing actually real quick. Maybe I should save this for my show, but I actually already said that on my show. But like after tonight, for sure, we have to get another backup quarterback. And I specifically want a guy with NFL starter experience. I don't just want another guy. I want a guy like Tannehill's pipe dream. Complete pipe dream. I'm not telling you those are my expectations, but like I just look at this one feels crazy to say because he won a Super Bowl, but also became nothing. Look what Flacco did getting put in last year. He wasn't like rooted in that. He didn't have an offseason with that team. You know what I'm saying? But he hopped in for the Browns and did amazing things. If Hooker's not going to be your quarterback too, or even if he is, I feel like that second quarterback with NFL experience specifically becomes like a second quarterback coach for Hooker because Mark Brunell isn't going to have time to fucking baby him on the sideline. When Goff's coming off, he's going to be hitting the tablet and talking to him. Give yourself another Teddy Bridgewater who's going to mentor Hooker through this. And if Hooker's not ready, let him be the guy because we are in the Super Bowl window. Like this year, to me, is the whatever phrase they use for the Bulls for their last run, the last dance. Because I that's how much I believe in Ben Johnson. And we need that. I looked at the Chiefs the other day, and I looked at the 49ers. Both teams in the Super Bowl last year, right? Mm-hmm. Chiefs went out there and grabbed freaking Carson Wentz. And the 49ers went there and grabbed the Pastronaut. They grabbed like actual quality backup quarterbacks because they know like what type of time they're on. Super Bowl time. We're not going to win a Super Bowl with Nate Sudfeld as your backup quarterback. Get him the fuck out of here. Give me a guy that could be on the sidelines, either ready to go or in Hendon Hooker's ear.
Well, okay, so the first thing I thought of, like, don't you feel like in a way, though, by the time we get to the regular season, Hendon Hooker could be what Joe Flacco was for us if we had to? I mean, like, you're clearly high on him, right? So, and Flacco threw a lot of interceptions. Even though he played well, he was just big play, big interception, but he was confident. He let the thing go. Like, don't know what you feel like Hooker could, I mean, in a different style. Like, obviously, he runs better, but, like, maybe he can just be that.
I think Joe Flacco, the same way we're kind of talking about just some consistency on the reads and throws. And I think Joe Flacco, just with the NFL experience, made him more game savvy, I guess I should say. I don't know if I could with the Super Bowl on the line.
I hear you.
I don't know if I trust Hooker for that. And even if I did, even he wins out and becomes QB2 in that situation, at least have that guy on the sideline with him, kind of coaching him through these situations. Because again, I don't think Mark Brunell. I think Mark Brunell's gonna be more in-game focused in those situations and during the season for when Goff comes off the field and he's like, "Hey, did you see this? Are you making this read?" He's not going to be he's not going to be able to hold Hooker's hand the same way another backup would be sitting there with him doing it.
So what I'm hearing is you've given up on Nate Sudfeld.
Absolutely. Get him. Listen, he shouldn't be holding a clipboard in Ford Field. Listen, if this was last year or 2 years ago, and we're just like we're kind of like floating, trying to figure out where we are, Go ahead, Nate. Yeah, like you're affordable. Come on. Who cares? We are on the cusp of a Super Bowl. If Jared Goff went down, can Nate Sudfeld, Nick Foles, you there? Can he even get you to a playoff? The answer is no.
I think he could. I mean, look, first off, real quick. I mean, time out. I'm not saying this because Sudfeld. I'm saying year one, when we lost Goff, we were pretty competitive with like Tim Boyle at quarterback. And we're a way better team than we were then. Easy, you know this, bro. We almost beat Atlanta. We were one throw away from beating Atlanta. He threw a pick in the end zone. It was like, oh my goodness. When Stafford went down, bro, we got blown out. With Campbell, it was like, we're actually still pretty competitive. I think right now we could be tough. We could be tough.
What?
Wait. What was your question? I feel like I missed the question now because now your response is like what would you say?
You're confident with Nate Sudfeld as our backup quarterback for this run, even if we didn't fill gap for like 6 or 7 games.
I won't say I am, but I'm not.
Let me yell. I apologize.
No, you're good. You good. I just feel like I haven't given up on him yet. You're muted. Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. I was talking
but
to.
Also, like even just like if it's not Tannehill though, like I'm looking. Have you looked at the free agents available?
So Trevor Siemian was one I saw as well. Trevor Siemian, Tannehill.
Oh my.
Trevor Siemian's 10 times better. What are you talking about, Deion?
Oh my goodness, easy.
He's literally been to a playoff.
At that point, easy. I would just rock with Hooker, bro. Hooker's my number 2 then.
Brother, Trevor Siemian is 10 times better than Nate Sudfeld.
Is he 10 times better than Hooker?
No, but he's got more. He's got NFL experience to offer Hooker on the sideline, and he's also a little bit of a. He got a little wiggle to him too. A little white boy wiggle, if you will.
Okay. All right.
What do you mean? Okay.
I mean, I'm just looking at the name. The names are pretty awful that are out there. Easy.
The names.
I mean, I thought maybe Brian Hoyer. He was.
The names
cool
aren't going to be pretty, but they're better than Nate Sudfeld.
Man,
didn't Trevor Siemian go to a playoff?
I don't even know, to be honest.
With like the
Denver
Broncos, or you know what? I might be thinking of the kid that played for the Vikings for a little bit. They used to get them mixed up all the time.
I think you may have started drinking early here, Easy, because I don't think he did that. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, Nate Sudfeld, I would pack his bags and drive him to the airport myself. Listen, bud, you tried. You tried, and I respect you for that. We just need to get a veteran guy
Trevor
in
here. Trevor Siemian 10 times, bro. Easy. I'm just looking at it. Trevor Siemian's career pass rating is 78, 193 yards a game, 44 touchdowns, 32 picks.
All right, now pull up your boys. Pull up Sudfeld's.
Well, I don't think he's playing. I don't think he's playing.
Come on. No, let's do it. Let's pull up Sudfeld's.
He played with Philly, and it was bad. All right, but that was a long time ago. He's grown up.
Siemian went 8-6, 5-5. That's
Okay,
500 records.
Nate Sudfeld, 77.3 pass rating, pretty much the same. One touchdown, 1 pick, and watch this. 31 yards per game. Okay, well that's because he only threw 2 passes in one of these games. That's what that's. I think y'all. Here's the thing. I think people are jumping off too fast. People need to just calm down. Let him get another game.
No, right, I'm done. Nope, I'm not. Nope. Okay. Nope. Well, we saw him last year too. Don't you dare do that.
I haven't given up. Sudfeld, you're gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. Nate Sudfeld's gonna be fine. Nate Sudfeld's smart. He's smart. He's gonna figure it out.
I'll TP his house tonight. Scare him out of town.
I mean, look, if I liked one of these names, I wouldn't even be mad at what you're saying. I just don't the unless you make it maybe
read off the list or share the screen. So I did see someone
there's only like
this
6
week
on here.
I know there really is, but you're looking at Spot Track. Spot Track sucks. I mean, just say it.
Okay.
OTC.
Okay.
Does OTC even show free agents?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Because there's no way there's only 6 free agent quarterbacks. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That does seem kind of weird. That does seem kind of weird. Here, look, Pro Football Network has an updated list, and that's the same names. Their top 5 is Tannehill, Siemian, Gabbert, Hoyer, and McCarron. Like, I don't think any of Tannehill's an upgrade, right? But I don't.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think they would do that. But maybe I don't know. Maybe they would. I mean, Dan Campbell does have a connection with him. He was in Miami with him, so maybe something.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Don't even get me excited like that, because maybe there's a possibility.
I mean,
but does he want to be a backup right now? I don't think so.
Yeah, that would be the thing, right? Because like, well, he's not gonna start, right? I mean, depending on like where he is for the next day. If he was willing to be a backup, he does have a connection with Dan, and I think a lot of they limited how much he had to throw the ball when he was there, but he's a big time athlete too. He's a really good athlete, so
Yeah.
he'd be very.
And by the
he
way,
brings similar things to Hooker. Go ahead.
exactly, right? It's like even if Hooker's your QB2, why not have a veteran with a similar skill set to him in his ear, giving him that advice? You know what I'm saying? Like why wouldn't you want that vet in his ear, I guess, on the sidelines? But that's a pipe dream. But you're right. He did have that experience with Dan Campbell. If he's ready to be a backup, I'm willing to pay him. I mean, what are we talking?
And he might. We have. Well, first off, we have a lot of cap space right now. But secondly, like
we do.
He doesn't. He could be one of the like Bridgewater, whereas you could sign him for week 2 and play him maybe in week 3, and that's it. You don't really need to see much of him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they'd be fine with like, okay, we just got to get you on board, and you're fine.
You know, I'll put it in the ethos tomorrow. I'll make sure it gets clipped. We're gonna speak Ryan Tannehill to the Detroit Lions to existence.
Okay. I mean, I'm still rocking with Sudfeld, but you guys do what you.
Does Sudfeld better than Ryan Tannehill? What are we doing, Dion? What are we doing?
I mean, I can't say that, but I think
Exactly.
Sudfeld's solid, bro. Sudfeld's solid, man.
Sudfeld sucks. Sudfeld sucks.
Easy.
Stop it right now.
I'm going to disagree with that take.
We
You can make a case Sudfeld
We watched
better
him
than
last
Hooker.
year. Nope, I'm taking Hendon Hooker over Sudfeld too.
I am too.
What
I
do
am
you
too.
mean?
I am too. But easy. You know what you're doing easy. You're saying training camp doesn't matter. You're saying this one game.
It's not this. No, it's not this one game.
And you ran over that one dude. Sudfeld, you're
It's
going.
not. Oh
Hold
yeah,
up.
I'm taking Hooker over Sudfeld for goddamn sure. But it's not this one game. We watched Sudfeld last year too.
I
And he
liked
has an
him last
NFL
year.
career beforehand. Jesus, why?
I mean,
do you like him?
he threw some bad picks, okay, but I thought for the most part he was making good decisions. It's like he's making good decisions.
Sucks.
No.
Not even good at throwing the ball. It's not crazy. He's a backup, for Christ's sake, a career backup.
Oh, he's a backup. That's what he is. He's our backup.
I like David Blau better, Ryan.
Okay. No, see, I was hoping you wouldn't respond to this, but him saying that and then you responded you like David Blau better.
I like David Blau better.
Now we're just yeah.
I always did. When they kept Tim Boyle over David Blau, I was pissed.
Bro, but David Blau, bro, literally you have to be able to throw the ball easy. Like they're like, yo,
Sudfeld can't throw the ball. What are we doing?
You're crazy, dog. Okay, but here, watch this thing. Watch this thing too. I'm also looking at what he did with San Fran. I loved him in San Fran in the preseason. So I'm not. This was his worst. This was not a good performance. If next week is the exact same, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm with you. But I'm just saying, give me another week because I really liked him with San Fran. I thought he made good decisions last year, and he had some bad picks, just a couple bad picks. And I was thinking this year would be that year he takes a step. He'd be year 2. He'd be settled into. And we were talking about that at camp. It was like, yo, this is year 2 for Sudfeld too, and it's like he looks good. And today he just didn't have a good showing. But to be fair, a lot of things were a disaster around him. Fountain was a no-show today. That man looked awful. I'm like, yo,
come on.
I mean, did you think
The
he looked
one
good?
pass he had go his way, Sudfeld.
I straight up, no, easy. Fountain's not making the team. I'm just laying that out there. He's not making the team.
Wow.
Have you heard that though? No, I'm gonna be honest. So I did a 53. I did my 53 last week, and I didn't put Fountain on the roster. I don't think he's gonna make the team. I think the result. Obviously, we see the result in training camp and stuff. I don't think he can separate well enough, and I don't think he's gonna get enough opportunities where with what happened today. Like he might get 7 targets in total in preseason. I don't think he's gonna. I think what Peoples Jones one grab today, I think put him ahead of already of Fountain, and now he's playing catch up. That's where I'm at with it. I think that's where he's at right now.
I mean, it's fair. He has experience, and Fountain does not get the separation. I thought they're going to use him as a bigger body, just target guy. But I mean, like, what we kept 5 receivers last year, 6 if you count JMO.
Yep. Like Green looked fine. Green looked good and limited opportunities he had. He looked good. He looked like okay. I can make
So Nate Sudfeld, August 11th, 2023, against the New York Giants.
He had a couple picks.
15 and 20. Yeah, 15 and 28.
Right, but I didn't think he
yards,
played bad. I didn't think
2
he played
picks.
bad in that game. I didn't think he played bad. He hit the
Okay,
first play. I think
right.
was an interception. Easy. I didn't think. Look, bro. Like See, this is what happens. Easy, this is what happens. It's the same thing that when I came on your show, and it was after Goff had that skid, and I was like, look, I think he's making good, fine decisions. He's just a couple picks, and then what did Goff do? Right, he came right back, bam, and it's a champion.
Amen. Thank God for Ben Johnson. Nate Sudfeld, August 19th, 2023. 9 of 18, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. Kudos.
That's
1
pretty good.
pick.
That's okay. Well, that's not good.
Just another one of those. Yeah, he sucks. Get him the fuck out of here. I mean, listen.
Give him one game.
To say no.
I'm not even trolling, chat. Like straight up, like it's fun, but I'm being honest. Give him another.
To say
game.
no to Ryan Tannehill.
I'm not saying I say no to Tannehill. I'm not saying I say no to that.
But you said you're not giving up on Sudfeld. If you have Ryan Tannehill, I know.
If Tannehill was like, yo, I'll sign. Okay, go ahead. You need to make space. Let's make space. But we don't need to because we do have roster spots. But I'm saying like I don't think it's likely. Like you said, I don't think it's very likely. And looking at the rest of the options, like give him another week. I want to see what it looks like. That's it. I just want to see what it looks like. I think he's gonna be good next week.
I'd put on Wolverine versus Deadpool. Hey, bud, I'm sorry. It sucks. I know. Listen, real cool movie. You can watch it on my phone while we're driving to the airport, okay? Let's get you the fuck out of town. For your safety. Man. You suck that bad, honestly.
Yeah. y'all gotta give me some slack, man, bro. Like, hey, I'm telling you, like, and I don't feel the same way about stuff I did about Goff, but I think Sudfeld's better than what we saw today. That's what I'm saying. He's got to do more. Next week has to be really good for him, but I'm not completely jumping off. And like, even as crazy may sound, like y'all know, like if I'm saying that, like I do believe it. I do believe it will improve, and I might just sit here and be straight up wrong. But what I'm saying about Baki is the same thing. I think Baki's gonna be special, and I think Nate Sudfeld's better than what today is. I think next week will be much better, and we'll walk away being like, "Hey, that was pretty good. That's pretty good."
I think if any better than today, he is maybe this much better. To be honest with you, like
man,
like that much better. He is not the one. Listen, if we weren't contending for a Super Bowl, it'd be cute, and that'd be he'll do better. You'll do better next week, bub. This is year 2 of the same shit.
Hooker's got to go become the guy then. Hooker, stop missing passes, become the guy, and become the number 2. Let's do it.
He missed 4 passes tonight, and one was a guy was headed towards him, and he missed it, and it could have been a PI on that too.
Who?
Hooker.
Easy. He only threw 9.
I know, but when you're talking about missing passes,
that's what I'm saying.
You only threw 9.
Let's make the easy throws so you can become the 2 and I ain't got to worry about it. And then we'll just keep 2 quarterbacks. Because the only reason I'm keeping 3 right now is because I need Hooker to overtake number 2 clearly. That way I don't have to worry about none of that. But Easy, I know me and you were talking to Cam and you're like, keeping 3 quarterbacks. We said that, and then you got one game Easy and you're off the ship. I'm going to throw you
we're still keeping 3 quarterbacks. I'm just saying Sudfeld's not the third. Like, he can't be my third. He's not part of the 3.
I got you.
I want a guy with NFL experience, even if we have to. I saw someone write it this week. I saw someone screenshot. I don't know who wrote it about a trade for Taylor Heineke. Mm-hmm. Bring him in. Let's do it. I would love that.
Heineke's cool. I like Heineke.
Absolutely.
But we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Nope.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Not in a Super Bowl run. Get him. No.
Hooker's either gonna improve to the point where it's like we're keeping 2 and he's the guy, and we'll have an emergency quarterback and maybe that's Sudfeld or something, or Sudfeld's really gonna play well next week and he's gonna work himself back into quarterback 2. It's 2 outcomes, Easy. What are the 2?
I really need to find out how this third emergency quarterback is kept.
Because there's no way. Squad. It's not on the roster.
Okay, so someone could snipe him. Someone would snipe Hooker.
Yeah, but I think you could just keep protecting him. Maybe I don't know because
you could protect people on.
There was like a limited. Yeah, you could protect guys on practice. You could protect 4, but I think it's like there's a weekly limit. I don't know how that works though to the emergency quarterback. I don't know because if you could just snipe him, it'd be like, well, that's kind of trash. Like, might as well keep him on the roster. But yeah. You can. Yeah, you can. They just don't. Yeah, they're on your practice squad. You can just bring him there, but he only can play if everybody else can't play. Basically,
I'm with you, Keitho. Let's hope Sudfeld's gone by tomorrow.
Man.
Listen. No offense.
Man. See, this is what y'all need to do.
This means we're looking for a solution.
No, I'm gonna help you. This is the day. Put yourself in Sudfeld's shoes right now. You just had that game. You've had a good camp. People are like,
if I was Sudfeld, hey, you guys got a good thing going on. I'm just gonna leave. I'm I'm just gonna. Listen,
And
hey,
you got a good thing going on.
here's my playbook. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
if
can't.
you
I
do that
can't carry the
stuff,
burden.
send us the playbook, man. We really want to have that.
Yeah, we could have
maybe
stole
get
one. Honestly,
Man,
we
we
saw
honestly
the little starter book. We could have. I'm just saying, we could have got down.
do not come
You,
back, man.
you especially. You're actually coaching. You should have stole
Dude, take that to practice.
it.
Running. Oh no, it'd be a disaster. We'd be on TV for that. Like, look at these guys, man.
You get hired by the NFL in a heartbeat. They're like, this guy
Oh snap! Hey, we're
setting all kinds of
scheming, people.
motions, all kinds of wham blocks, polling blocks, all on the same play, polling on
going
pass
crazy.
plays.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, hey, bro. I'm saying if you at high school run a pass play with a pulling offensive lineman, you're on a different level. It's like, hold up, this guy. The execution would look horrible. It would look horrible. I knew it'd be there. The execution would be a disaster. You'd have people lost, man. You'd have your own team lost for sure. Yeah, I think so. I think what I'm taking honestly though from the chat is that most people are with me. They like Sudfeld. It's a rough game, but they believe the bounce back is coming.
And I
We
saw
got you.
Ryan kept bring up the point, like not everybody's backup quarterback situation is perfect. And I agree. It's similar to the offensive line situation. If you had an entire second string offensive line, you have a bad offensive line. Backup quarterbacks are backups for a reason. But there are teams that are competing right now that grab guys that can carry you for 6-7 game stretch. You know what I'm saying? I think I put in the Chiefs grabbed Carson Wentz. 49ers grabbed Joshua Dobbs. The Rams, I don't think they're on the level as us. In terms
So
of competing
maybe
for
what
Super
you're
Bowl.
saying
They
is
grabbed Jimmy G.
either okay. So watch this. So maybe either one, the Lions believe Hooker's going to get there a lot quicker, or two, they think Nate Sudfeld's legit. They think Nate Sudfeld's legit.
I think they know there's a decision that needs to be made, and they may be calling back Teddy B. They may.
What if they're not? What if they're not? What if they're like, okay,
I want to make a big. I want to throw a big fit about it because it's a backup, right? They're like not even playing any type of snaps unless break glass. But I'd be butthurt. Yeah, I'd be pretty disappointed. I'd be like, fuck. Well,
easy.
we better hope this guy does not get hurt.
Can we lock into a post game show next week too?
I'm
really
down.
want to talk about Sudfeld next week. Okay, let's see where it
Okay,
goes.
I'm down. I'm still gonna say, get him the fuck out of here.
What if he cooks? He's gonna go 4 touchdowns. He's gonna light it up.
I'm
He'd
like,
be
dude,
like,
it gets
"Oh, snap."
backups.
What you expect, man? Of course.
Of course he's gonna cook. Jeez.
You got to play against starters in a real game. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I guess
So
like man, is there anything else you want to hit on? Yeah.
You ready to bounce?
No, I mean, look, I was just asking because like I had, I was just taking notes like you were during the game, so I just want to make sure like you wasn't like a note. You're like, yo, I want to hit on this.
And it's Rakestraw. I saw him. Oh, I could call Joey.
Straight dog.
Yeah, and it's Rakestraw, a straight dog. I know you got on that one, the one drag, but that's like a quick, that's a quick get the ball out. So I'm not gonna like harp over that. And then you saw the second half, him get those snaps in that nickel, and I was very curious what was going to happen there with the Emmanuel Mosley injury. And I didn't want them to play Meek. In fact, I kind of wanted him to sit with the starters moving forward because I think I liked what I saw out of him as well. But yeah, I love the dog of Ennis because I mean I don't know what the situation was. He probably just wanted to play anyway to prove himself a little bit there, but he did not have to fucking jump back in and play those nickel spots. I think he proved enough on the outside, but he wants to play. He wants to compete, and he wanted to prove himself. So he got back in there, started playing a little bit nickel.
Dude, it's gonna be, and that's the thing. Like Amik gave no room today. Amik was not like, oh, you could take the spot. Like Amik was awesome today.
No room. Yeah.
So it was like, dude, okay, he took the position basically. It was like, you're not taking this spot. So it's like Enos, we want to know if you can play inside, but there's no opening there. It doesn't seem like. But bro, keeping Enos on the field is gonna be a struggle because he's gonna be fired up on the sideline, like, yo, get me in the game. As soon as someone gives him a reception, and everybody's gonna be like, where do we put him? I don't know, but he should be out there somewhere. They might have to give him some look at safety, bro, straight up, because dude's legit, man. Like he's lived up to everything since he's been drafted. Every day, it's like this guy's good.
Yeah, he'd be good at safety too. He'd be really good because he plays the run.
Yeah,
not afraid to play the run.
Not afraid.
Amik, oh, man, he's so sticky.
Meek's tough, dude.
He's quick. He's a smaller version of Ennis almost. Just a little quicker.
Yeah. And dude, that was on it. Like the biggest positive was no question that the fact that Lions had a couple sacks. Martin had a sack, which was Martin looked kind of athletic, man. Martin looked athletic today. Martin had a sack.
Yeah.
Ukwu was cooking. I'm glad we talked about him because Ukwu was cooking, and Nate Lynn did some work too. Like he got going, got some pressure. But it's like the fact that they were able to multiple times go straight man coverage, and it's like that first guy's not there. It was just beautiful because it's like, dude, if this is how it's gonna look in the regular season, our sacks are gonna go crazy this year. Because like we know we got dudes that can get after it eventually, but the back end being able to do that is so new. Like we may have glimpses of that in the past, but that was consistent, man. Throughout, it was the only way they got it going was by the only way they got it going was by by Gray popped a couple plays and that was it. Yeah. Other than that, they could not get anybody open when that group was out there.
Yeah, and bro, they had the first string receivers out there, and Drew Lock is no slouch. Drew Lock.
What was there the first stream out? Was Malik Neighbors playing? I didn't think he was.
Neighbors and Hyatt were out there.
Oh, snap. I didn't even notice that.
And that's who Ennis. Yeah, that's who Ennis and Neighbors, Hyatt, and the number 18, former Lion,
Slayton?
Hodgins,
Isaiah Hodgins. Dude,
yeah.
Locke had a 7 passer rating.
Bro, it was.
I didn't even know. I didn't know he was out there. I had no idea Malik was out.
Real quick, yeah, Neighbors was out there too. Yeah, I think they took him and Terry around the same time, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, I think the other thing too, real quick, just to Terrell Williams, man. I don't have a hat on, but I take it off to him right now because like his impact to because we've been hyping up Levi, obviously Aleem. You see him, we knew what he was. You know what Hutch was.
Yep.
But for his impact as a coach, I feel like it's showing across the entire depth chart there because that defensive line was on top of shit, at least in the passing game for sure. It fell off towards, obviously, in the run game, the back half. Eric Gray, though, is also good, and we also give them the ball in their territory, too. But,
He's good.
Yeah, Terrell Williams is fucking godsend. If AG doesn't work out, I could see him become the DC. If in a world, obviously, where it doesn't work out. I love Terrell Williams. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm not mad because Petco flashed again, and it was like, hey, Wingo did work. Wingo was like, you could feel his presence. The one time he got a pressure cleanly, I'm with you, man. And like, yeah, Isaac Ukwu to make the flash that he did. He's setting the run. You see a Good a little bit towards the end there, and then Nate Lynn. Like I was like, I don't think this is gonna work in the NFL. To be honest, like I don't think it can. Back to back, like boom, spin move. He's at the quarterback. It's just like, dude, we have a lot of unknown kind of like new pieces to that room, and then we have like a group of unknown, and we have a group of like where there's not much expectation, and a group of like we know these guys are making the team. And that group of unknown, bro, a lot of those guys flashed today. I'll have to look back for like Houston. He was playing off ball too. Like that guy was fully the Sam role. He was playing fully linebacker. So I want to watch him back. But like, and same thing with Matthew Betts. But a lot of those like undrafted dudes, man, they showed up today. And even again, credit to Brad because he's like scooping up these undrafted guys that are actually impactful. They're not just placeholders. Like you feel the impact on the Isaac Ukwu was like literally making a difference, and so is Lynn. Yeah. Like, these guys are legit. These are really nice undrafted free agent additions.
So I think I remember somebody saying Pascal was playing, but I also read that he didn't. He didn't play, correct? Like,
I didn't see him. I thought he would. I didn't see him.
Yeah. So like, and I was getting kind of nervous for him too because I've been seeing him in the back half of that depth chart, and obviously when we were out there, I saw him a couple of times with the 2s and 3s. But it's not an injury thing. At least we haven't heard anything like that. So he didn't suit up. Meaning he's got like a staple in the defensive line too. Like this is crazy because none of them are big names either. Outside of Aleem, Levi, Reader, or not even Levi. He hasn't proven anything yet. No,
he didn't even play
offense.
Today. Levi didn't play today.
No, he didn't either. Yeah, it's crazy how many people we reserved and we still had an impact. It's
that's
beautiful.
That's
and by the way, to the people who are. None of them was Matthew Betts. Just saying. Because I was sick of the hype.
You know what I'm sick of the Hendon Hooker hype, to be honest with you. So this is good. We're both sick of something.
We're gonna fight.
I'm gonna roll with my Sudfeld jersey. You can come in here with your I don't even know what jersey you would be wearing then, but I'm gonna roll with my Sudfeld. You can whatever you I don't know. You can roll with it for you. Yeah. Levi, what's up?
No, go ahead. What were you about to say?
I don't know. Go ahead. I don't know.
I'm about to get a Terrell Williams jersey, honestly.
Hey, honestly, I'm not mad at that. What did he play? He played with the Titans and stuff. I don't know. Find it.
Did he? I don't think he played pro. Did he? He might have.
Yeah, I honestly don't know right now. I have no idea.
Manu, I know we touched on it a little bit earlier. He just raw, like kind of what we expected a little bit, right? Or what?
Yeah, I didn't even notice him, to be honest. So I don't really have a take. I know he had the flag. I was like, okay.
When he was in with Hooker, he was getting worked. He was getting worked. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
that's not good.
For as big as he is, I definitely would have expected a bigger impact. I guess I should say.
What do you mean, like pass pro wise? Like he was just getting knocked around? Or
yeah, pass pro. Okay. Yeah. And by the way, everybody who's listening or watching, like we watched live one time. That's it. I rewound a couple of Hendon's plays because I was just like, yes, he's out there. Looked damn good in that New Jersey too. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, Easy's crazy, bro. This is your guy. Easy's your guy. The only watching Hendon Hooker plays. I mean, look, I give my love all around. I'm open minded. Easy just watching one guy.
You're a slut. You're a whore.
Yeah,
I have values, Dion. I'm not like you out here.
Ooh,
I don't.
Matthew Betts, Canadian MVP, eh?
Man, but that's crazy. I thought you were a Betts guy. I'm a little surprised.
Not at all. I mean, I sound like a Betts hater.
Actually, no, you
hater.
weren't. You weren't. It was your co-host is.
Yeah, he said 5 sacks. Get out of here.
Oh, he said 5 sacks today.
No.
Oh, he just
okay
on
the season. Yeah.
He got.
Well, he was saying he was better than Charles Harris, and I was like, okay, calm down. Like I get Charles Harris didn't give you much, but Charles Harris is an NFL player. Like there's differences.
Charles is solid. Yeah, Charles is solid.
Shout out to my guy Caleb too. I'm just kidding.
Wait. What'd you say?
Oh, Caleb. We have a new intern named Caleb. He sits in the mass chair, and he tried comparing Betts to Pascal, and my mind was so like flabbergasted.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah, my mind. Remember what I said before the show? Don't bring it up. I remember what I said before the show. My mind was, I don't even know how to respond to this right now. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? But I love Caleb though.
Too far. That's too far.
Yeah, too far for me.
Dan Skipper did play, yes.
Yep. How about Sorsdale? I mean, I didn't keep too much of an eye on him, but at right tackle,
gave up a sack. I know he gave up a sack, and then I saw him. He had like a nice little like jump set on somebody. Look, I mean, it's gonna be weird because the whole thought was he's gonna play guard. I just wonder how natural he's gonna look. Because like Manu is gonna look super raw. So without even like knowing what he did, to be honest, like he's going to look like that. That's what we all expect. There's a reason that you traded third round pick, get him in the fourth, that he's behind Dan Skipper. Like the guy, there's a reason he's on the third team right now. But there's also a reason you draft that. It's like you don't. If you get beyond really the first round, you're not getting a great athlete at tackle. Honestly, beyond a second round, we'll say second round. Either not getting a great athlete, or the guy's just like he's not gonna ever really be a starter, but he can kind of get by as a tackle if you give him some help. That's where you're at. Tackle's just a special position. You got to be a special athlete to play tackle in the NFL, especially left tackle. So they went with a special athlete, and it's like, hey, this is gonna take a minute. And that's okay. We'll let it take a minute. He doesn't. Your thing about quarterback is kind of like tackle. We don't need him to be that right now. We have pieces for that, but eventually, it's an Achilles for Galvin. Oh man, is he out for the year?
Probably, I'm assuming so.
Dang, see that stinks though, because Galvin played well.
Let me double check.
Man. Well, and he was playing both tackle positions. I was happy for him because I wanted to see what that turned into. Because every backup tackle we've really had has been homegrown. Man, we haven't went out and drafted a big until Manu, but it's like we've got a lot of homegrown guys that have made it work and learned and grew into that role. I thought Galvin could have been the next up. Like it's Skipper now, and then maybe the next been Galvin.
Yeah, Hooker and Green have concussions. Oh, I'm sorry. Bada had the Achilles. Galvin is the knee.
So maybe
Galvin and Bada are both looking long term. So
dang,
it wasn't good news.
That stinks, dude. Pascal's
it does stink.
Yeah, Pascal's legit. But I mean, there's a world where that's a better pass rusher. That's possible. It's possible.
Is there a trend of MetLife tearing Achilles? People tearing Achilles in MetLife?
See, people were calling it out. They're like, "Yo, MetLife is."
Because I just saw on my Twitter. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy because they got money. You're in New York. That's like, you see where they had the Lions locker room? Like there was like it was bad.
They had it low?
Rodgers.
How low do they have it?
No, it was It was just curtains in the corner of the indoor practice field. Essentially, it looked like.
Oh, you're
that
saying
was-
tonight. I got you. I thought you meant like ranking it. Okay.
Oh no, I'm talking about like where they like throughout this week. Obviously, they're there for the joint practices.
What?
Yeah, it was bad.
Bro, it's an NFL team. What? Yeah, that's
I know.
terrible.
Oh,
That can't be.
I guess one I give Makai Wingo. Can we get a grade on him? Right.
Man,
I thought I was gonna get a
honestly, from
sack
what
out
I
of him tonight
remember-
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, from it probably a B. I mean, I thought he flashed a little bit. That's cool. I mean, I don't know. He didn't look. I didn't great. And then the big touchdown run, he was involved in that. I feel like he kind of
Yeah,
like,
he
lost
tried a
him
little
on the
spin
play.
move or something. Yeah.
Yeah, a little delay got him, and it was a smart play. Like, to be honest, because we were getting after him, so it was like, hey, let's slow it down. We were out of place, so I don't know. It was probably a B. He got some movement. See, bro. See, this is okay. Easy. Hold up. This is why people. So my man Keith though, Wingo's gonna be a dog. All right, we go like flash one play, and he did a little bit else outside of that. I'm saying Baki's gonna be a dog, and now I got my man up here like, yo, calm down on Baki. He ain't that dude.
No.
And then hold up, time out, and then I go to Nate Suffolk. I'm like, all right, we should just like give him another week. What? Everybody's got biases, okay? It's clear, it's fine. Everybody does. All right, let's just put it out.
Hold
there.
on.
Everybody's got a bias. It's okay. It's all right.
No.
You
no.
giving up on Matthew Betts? Matthew Betts was terrible. It's fine. You know.
Do you
good.
think Makai Wingo has
I
the
like
makings
Makai
of a
Wingo.
dog? Yeah. Okay. So he's
Oh,
making
yeah,
of a dog. Yeah.
he
He didn't say Makai Wingo is going to be Aaron Donald. You
I
literally
know,
said Baki
I
was going to be
know.
CMC. That's different.
Well, he will be.
Okay, but that's different than
Yeah.
him saying he's gonna be a dog. Yo,
All right.
white belt MMA. Hey, shout out to my guy Gio. We just click his comment. I just love this kid. I love it. Gio, working for the PFL. I'm proud of you. I wish we talked more. I'm proud of your New York Giants as well. As much as like we were beefing this week. I think you guys might have a scrappy squad, and I think you have us to thank for it. By the way, but yeah, I just want to shout out Gio because I miss him.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, man, Giants been getting cooked all week for training camp. I enjoyed watching it. I did.
Yeah.
And I don't hate what they did. I don't hate that they didn't pay Saquon. I think the idea on paper makes sense. Hey, we got to fix this offensive line. This offensive line's trash. Can't win like that. We can have a running back, but bro, if our offensive line is
Yeah.
garbage, how are we gonna know how Daniel Jones is?
But the thing is, though, they could have afforded to keep him, and still do everything they did.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying, like, from a big picture idea. I'm not mad at what their idea.
Why
I'm not
is
mad
that
at their
big
mindset.
picture?
Like,
Are you calling me
let's
fat?
not
Sorry.
pay- wait, was that a response to me?
Yeah, I was about to, no, that was a response. to
Okay,
you.
I didn't hear what you said. To be honest with you,
You're
So- I just heard the
No, I
ending.
th-
I was like, I don't know.
I just, bro, because I remember the saying the GM. Did you watch the clip? The Giants GM.
I
It's
watched
like
the whole thing. I enjoyed it.
yeah, I love Hard Knocks, by the way.
Dude, Hard Knocks is fire. I didn't watch the Bears
then-
one though. I was bored.
He said they couldn't do that, but then he let it happen with a division opponent, a $50 million quarterback and a $12 million running back. You let it happen across the street from your bud. You got to see him twice now.
Yeah, he did. He did let that happen. And dude, the owner was very upset. Was very sad. Owner was sad.
yeah.
You could tell. He looked like he was about to cry. I honestly felt sad watching him. Like, oh dang, he's going through it right now.
Yeah.
And it felt weird because my issue I had, and it's my perspective on it. What did you think? I felt like their GM felt like he didn't have like the, you know, like the conviction. It was like there's some like he had his family there, and it was
He
like,
kept
oh,
asking
take the
everybody
quarterback.
else.
He kept asking,
Yeah.
everybody, and it was like, oh man, we kind of want a quarterback, but it's like he didn't feel like he had like we're getting a quarterback. Let's just go make the move. And when he called him, and he was like, well, we couldn't get to the 3 spot. It's like the call that you made was weak, bro. Like straight up, like you called him with the intention of like we're not moving up. Well, we probably can't move up, can we? It was like that. It was like, bro, do you want to move up or not? If you want to move up, let's see if we can get something done. If you're going up for a quarterback, you're gonna have to give him stuff. It just is what it is. But like you came into that conversation with like, oh, we're not moving up. We're not. I mean, you won't do a 4th. Like, no, I'm not gonna do a 4th. Dog, it's gonna take something. Go make the trade happen. I didn't know. It felt like he had no conviction about what he's doing. He wasn't sure if he liked Jones or not. And he was like, well, let's just fix the offensive line. And like, I get that idea, but it's like, bro, I feel like you should still have some sort of stance. You can answer more questions when you have a better offensive line. But when Goff was here and he was struggling, as much as I thought the offensive line was an issue, I still thought Goff was that dude. And it's like, bro, at least make a stance on something. You're the GM. Like, I feel like I don't know where you're at with anything. As a side ram. I don't know.
I'm with you. And just real quick, because my guy Ryan. Well, let's see how it goes in Philly. Everyone loves to crown something a great deal before anyone plays it down in football. Saquon Barkley is a good football player. Like no matter where he is, he's going to be a good football player. And they could have
He's a good
got them,
football
and
player.
they messed up. They did.
Honestly, they should have went after Sudfeld based on what we know. Like if they really wanted to. I mean, look, Philly's backup's a disaster. They have my dude out of Tanner McKee. Come on, bro. Tanner McKee's your answer. That's not an answer. This would be really
Is that their
not.
backup? How do you know their backup?
Stanford quarterback. I hate watching him. It's a disaster in college, bro. People liked him. It's like I don't know why.
Yeah.
This dude looks like he's stuck in slow motion. You thought Sudfeld was slow. Watch Tanner McKee. It's like, oh,
I will say this though, in a
what's going on?
butterfly effect way though, I do think them getting clowned for losing Saquon is gonna put a chip on all their shoulders. To be honest with you, they're talking about the New York Giants. Like
He's tough. I mean, look, bro, the Giants are stingy, man. And I feel like Brian Dable gets super overlooked now. He went from like, oh, Brian Dable's tough, made the playoffs, and it's like giving up on Brian Dable. Maybe he's on the hot seat. It's like, hold up, bro. They had a
That's
bad
crazy.
year. But
yeah,
Brian
he's a great
Dable
coach.
knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's
Yes.
gonna he can do it with nothing, man. I mean, just give him a little. Malik Neighbors gonna cook there. I think we just have a great
He's so
secondary.
good.
Malik Neighbors
He's
gonna cook
so
there.
He cooked us. He
Well-
missed 2 passes in the practices. And that's with our new and improved secondary against our ones.
Wait, but hold up. That didn't happen in the game.
No, not in the game.
So
But to be fair, it was Drew Lock throwing the ball.
wait. So hold up. So what I'm taking from this easy
Uh-huh.
is that you're putting more weight into the practices than the game.
No.
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 But there's some like real weight you're putting into practices.
Well, there's a bigger sample size, and he's great. But Malik
I got
Neighbors
you.
is
I got you.
what, number 8th overall pick?
Yeah. Nate Sudfeld, bigger sample size. Practice, he was doing pretty good.
Yeah, a bigger sample size of being ass.
One game.
are we
it's
doing?
just like, it's just throw the guy out. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see Maybe they should cut Neighbors. Hey,
Yes.
Neighbors,
Throw-
get your clipboard, buddy. You're on the sideline, and you're not getting off it because you didn't do
It's
nothing
not-
today. I saw
does not
Neighbors
correlate.
catch. I saw Neighbors catch a total of 0 passes. Neighbors might be a bust. That's where I'm at with it. He might be. What did he do today, Easy? Hey, Hooker had 9 passes, dog. He had 9 passes.
0
What did Neighbors
targets
do with
for
12
Neighbors.
snaps?
These are not
Can't
the
get
same.
open.
What are we doing?
Can't get open. It's crazy. I mean, when the lights come on, he just could not get open.
Neighbors cooking the ones. Bigger sample size, different
didn't
positions. Sudfeld looked like ass against 2s. Get him
Sudfeld
out of
looked
here.
Pretty
He's
darn
gone.
good in training camp. Actually,
me a veteran.
Sudfeld, honestly, from what we've seen game-wise, is better than Malik Neighbors. That's what we've gotten from this.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Well,
move
you
on.
you
We're
show
just
me
gonna-
the good
we're
play
just
from
gonna do
Neighbors,
that.
and we can take a look.
I mean, what do you mean? He didn't get any targets.
Oh,
He did. You know what? He did beat Ennis on one. I saw. And
Okay.
coverage sack, or maybe our defensive line got to him. Lock couldn't get to it.
okay.
I
I like
Nate
Neighbors.
Sudfeld's ass. Neighbors is going to be really good. I hope none of you guys listening are in my fantasy leagues because I'm drafting him 100%. And he's like their one. He's their true one.
Yeah.
Who else is?
No, Neighbors
They
is
have
a
no
dog.
receivers there.
I'm joking. Neighbors is a dog, but I'm just saying, don't give up on Sudfeld. Give him another week. Long
Yeah.
season. Long season.
Okay, so we talked about. Well, I guess everything else we probably just watch the game again.
Honestly, most stuff you have to watch the game. The only thing for me would have been the receiver position. Isaiah Williams did some work.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Williams looked like Illinois Isaiah Williams. That was cool. He looked like the way Hooker did. Like he looked like he fit. Isaiah Williams looked like he fit the moment, man. He looked like an NFL player. He looked like Isaiah Williams like an NFL player, like that could be on a roster.
No, he did. He really did.
It's like he didn't really expand his role much, but it was like this looks like Illinois Isaiah Williams playing in the NFL. That's cool.
Yeah, sniped a few extra yards for going out of bounds. Yeah, he looks the part.
Yeah.
Maybe he makes a roster over Fountain.
I'm telling you, I had Peoples Jones, Green, and Caden Davis. Davis, super small sample size, need to see more, but I didn't walk away impressed by Davis today. You know, I
So
would have liked to
6
see what the
receivers.
curl out. I had 6 receivers, yeah. I would have liked to see what the curl route was going to turn into, but it got tipped at the line. He did have 1 reception. But I think if anything, I would just take Davis out and just roll Green and DPJ would be my pick right now. I think those 2 guys are in.
Yeah, the thing too is like they have heavier investments in those guys too. Like they saw
Yeah.
traits, obviously they believed in one time. It's always tough to compete against that. But I mean,
Yep.
I'm still rooting for Fountain.
Oh, I'm no
Because
question. I'm rooting for him too. It's just not a. I just didn't think.
But so you're saying those practice reps mean nothing?
I'll say this for me. I'm basing my
Those practice reps for Fountain mean nothing
honestly.
now, huh?
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Hey, no, but here's what I'm doing. And here's where I'm going to be consistent. I'm basing that opinion on the fact that I was not a big fan of Fountain when he was on other teams in the preseason. I liked Sudfeld on San Fran. I didn't really care. I didn't think Fountain was that great because I thought elsewhere, even when he was productive, it was like this doesn't look right. He has a lot of ugly stuff in here. So that's why I'm. If Fountain was killing it, and I really like Fountain coming here, and then he had this, I'd have been like, okay, let's see more. Right? It was a tough back shoulder, and obviously he just jumped the dig. That's fine. But based on what I've seen elsewhere, I'm not optimistic. And I predicted him not to make the roster before today. I was like, I don't think Fountain's going to make it. Even after
Do you think Betts making the roster?
No. I did.
That's what you
I
say
did a
out
while
loud.
back. I didn't, man. I didn't have him in there. I did a while back, but well, I mean, look, in camp we saw nothing really from him, and it was like, look, maybe if they pull something back, maybe he'll pop a little bit more, and he still could. It just was before. Before then, he didn't pop at all in camp. It was like nothing to go off of there. I like Betts, but I didn't see anything. He could though. Betts looks like he has. Betts still do look like he's the athlete that could pop. Like, I feel like with time, Betts could pop throughout this preseason. I think that's really within him to go crazy in one of these games.
I'll forgive you for that. I'll just pretend you never said that one. That along with the Nate Sudfeld stuff tonight, you're on a roll.
It's in him. I don't think Sudfeld could go crazy, but I think Sudfeld could be solid. I think Betts could have a big game.
The thing with me with Fountain is it felt like he could be our true X.
That's Peoples Jones.
Maybe I should watch him more in blocking. Yeah, but I don't know why. I don't know what was it punishment for the conditioning test. I mean, I don't know why he hasn't been able to climb that depth chart in practice. And he had plays last year too. It's not like he didn't do anything last year. He flashed a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like Fountain, it's like he took the role because Peoples Jones was there and he just never let it go. Credit to him. And I think with Peoples Jones is he's got a very limited route tree. Like I don't say very limited, but there's real limitations to it. But I think the issue with Fountain is he's doing a lot of stuff. It's vertical stuff. I mean, I think it could be underneath, but it's just like the way he's gonna win is he's not gonna give you much. Like he's gonna give you like limited separation in the sense of like he's not gonna really like do much after the catch because he's gonna get open, he's gonna catch a slant, and he's gonna go down. But he's gonna get open. He's by boxing you out basically. I think the idea of Fountain doing those same routes, I don't think Fountain can separate the way Peoples Jones can on those same routes, and that's my concern with it. And that's why I think like when the lights come on, I think Fountain's not gonna separate the way Peoples Jones will. Peoples Jones is gonna produce. If you put him on the routes that he's comfortable in and he's good at, and you throw it to him, I think he's just gonna come down with the ball. I don't have that same sense that I think there's certain routes that you're going to run with Fountain, he's going to be taken away. It's just he won't get open. It's like I can't go to him on a play. And that's the issue I have is I feel like Peoples Jones, even though he may have some limitations, if I ask him to run a dig and I need it, I can throw it to him and I can trust that he's probably going to get open. Flip side is with Fountain, I don't think I can trust that right now. That's where I'm at with him, with those two.
So right now you would have Green over Isaiah Williams though as your 6th?
Yeah, I would. That's 5. Wait, would that be 5? Saint, Khalif, J-Mo. I had Caden Davis in, but if you took Davis out, Davis would be my 6 right now. I'd have Green as 5.
So Amon-Ra,
DPJ
J-Mo,
4.
2.
Yeah, Khalif.
Khalif, that's 3.
Khalif, and then I'd have DPJ, and then
DPJ.
Green. And 6 would be Caden Davis, but I don't think he's in right now.
Yeah, did he play today?
He played today. He had 1 reception, but he didn't. He got targeted like 3 times. And
you like Davis over Williams? We could probably stash Williams.
Not right now. I don't. Not right now. I don't. Yeah, I think one of them should be back. Not right now. I don't. I did coming into it, but right now I would probably give Isaiah Williams a guy leg. But right now I wouldn't keep 6. Right now I wouldn't. Yeah, right now I'm kind of at like the Kennedy thing where it's like I just keep 5.
It sucks. I was really rooting for Fountain because I just love the story in itself, and I just love like the open competition that our team offers anybody. But yeah, today he dropped that one he had. And that was the type of passes that we were crediting him for, or like, I guess that's what he's bringing you, those contested catches. And he had one today he could have gotten. He didn't. He didn't reel it in.
It's kind of like the guy that we all liked when he was. What was the guy's the
Kennedy?
smaller guy? No, he was here last year, and then he was on
Dylan
Hard
Drummond.
Knocks. Nope. Maybe it was 2 years ago.
Oh, Khalil Pimpleton? He was never.
It kind of feels like Pimpleton. Yeah, but Pimpleton would do work, but then it was like he left opportunities out there. It felt like he had a couple hours. He just dropped him in the end zone. Remember he was like, oh my goodness, he just let that one go. Yeah. That's kind of what it felt like with Fountain today. But I really don't want to be this low on Fountain because Fountain's in a different spot. Fountain legitimately could still take Peoples-Jones' role. They do not seem in love with Peoples-Jones. Where it's like, oh, that spot's is what it is.
They're very. I mean,
that's just how I am with it.
I think DPJ is better, has higher ceiling than Isaiah Buggs, but it feels like that little bit of treatment too. Like, hey, you really let us down this offseason as like a leader with your work ethic coming into camp, and they're just being pissy about it.
Are you like assuming, or is there like?
I'm assuming. Well, because
okay.
so that like a lot of guys, not a lot of guys, but if you peep, remember a lot of people were like on the pup to begin the camp, and then there's magically on the roster. Well, they failed their conditioning test. That's like what happened. And DPJ, I guess he must have just like because they paid him this summer too.
Yeah, they did.
Well, I guess they paid all those guys. But he was also part of the team. And he knew what the mentality was. He knew the work ethic they wanted all these guys to return with. I don't know. That's my take. It could be wrong.
That's fair
take.
I'm
assuming.
No, I mean I don't, because otherwise, like, what is it? He came in and he wasn't ready for camp, and it was like, what's going on? And he left that door open for someone to take it, and that's who Dan's been. He's been that one year he kept Kennedy, right? It was like, well, hold up, Perriman's here. It was like Perriman's a better athlete. It's like I'm keeping Kennedy. Perriman, you did, and then it was like, hey, when Denzel Mims, he just stopped. He just got hurt. It's like it stinks, but dude, you're not available. I can't keep you. Peoples-Jones has to be available every game, and he has to produce every time he gets the ball, and I think he will. And that's why I think he makes the team.
And I think, maybe Meek got that too. I think Meek's a dog. He's constantly putting in work. I just think everyone was given some bail. Meek Robinson, because they all failed. Like all of them, none of them made their conditioning test. But every one of those guys were coming from different organizations. And yes, DPJ wasn't here for training camp last year either, but he was a part of the team to know what to expect coming in. If that makes sense.
I hear. Yeah, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. I think they also like Emmanuel a lot too. I think Brett was a big Emmanuel guy. It was just the fact that he was on a low contract was simply
I'm a big Emmanuel guy. Yeah.
I think they were fans of him.
Dude, honestly, even in camp, he's sticky. He is like, I like Emmanuel Mosley a lot. It's just he can't freaking stay healthy, man.
I know.
He's gangly. He's I don't know, dude. I liked E-Man a lot.
But honestly, it could work out as a blessing in disguise, man. It really could. If he gets back during the end of the season, we have injuries, and we're like, oh shoot, I forgot that guy was still here. It's like because if he had that mentality that he had, they said he had, which is like, hey, he's ready. He's staying around the team. We might need him during the end of the year, like Cartier. Well, and to what Carter. I don't know Carter. I think
Cartier.
It's Cartier. Well, Cartier just said, the thing with Peoples-Jones that he was saying is Peoples-Jones did have some guarantees. His cap number is 1.3 mil, so he's not on like a complete veteran minimum. Like he's got it's not a lot, but he has a little bit of extra there. There was like a little bit more to his deal than just simply, hey, you're getting the minimum, dude. That's where and again, like it wasn't like it's kind of like with Mosley, a little bit more extent, but like Peoples-Jones didn't really do that much. He had like 8 receptions, not even 8. I think he had like 3. He didn't do much, and he got re-signed. So. We thought that they liked him based on that. It's kind of like with Mosley. It's like, oh, you could tell they liked the guy. Yeah. They liked the player.
They traded for him too.
Yeah, that I forgot about that. They traded for him. My man Chronic, he called me out. Please tell me I heard you wrong. Ain't no way you said you like.
You heard him right. I was hoping I heard him wrong.
I did not say you played well today. I just simply said, bro, like I'm not. I don't know. Here's what I think it is. Let me clean it up. This is what I think it is. Easy. I like Nate Sudfeld from San Fran. I liked when he got here, and I wasn't as low on him based on last year. And I just think I'm not as quick to close the book on Nate Sudfeld. I want to see a little more because I think there's more in there. That's it. It's kind of like Peoples-Jones. Watch this. If Peoples-Jones goes out there, he drops his pass tonight, and been like, what the heck's wrong with Peoples-Jones? Because he's honestly lost. He's behind Fountain. This dude's playing on a third team. But the reason I simply put Peoples-Jones on the roster before today and before seeing Fountain, because I was like, I think that this guy is a good player. I think he's a good football player. It's based on what I've seen in the past. We put him on here, and that's where I'm at with Sudfeld. Like I think he can still bring things to the table. I think Peoples-Jones is probably better at his position than maybe Sudfeld is at quarterback. But there's things I still like about Sudfeld, and I think Sudfeld can still tap into those things. So I'm not willing to. I want to just see it. I want to see it through, basically. But to your point, if Tannehill can sign Tannehill, I'm not completely off of it because I think that he has talent. I think there's good things about Sudfeld.
Nate Sudfeld, if you're listening, we don't want you. Leave.
Sudfeld,
Turn your book and go home. Sudfeld, we don't want you. We don't want you, brother. In the most respectful way.
I do want Sudfeld.
It's just not working out.
I want to see Sudfeld play another game. I want to see it, man. I'm amped to see him play another game.
I do not want to see Sudfeld play another game. I honestly don't. It's mind numbing. No. Please no. He might. I mean, he probably will. Odds are in his favor. But if I'm Brad Holmes, I'm definitely.
That's cool.
If I'm Brad Holmes, I'm telling Dan, like, hey, Tannehill, did you guys get along? Is he got the work ethic?
Yo, no, wait, bro, I'm not banning nobody because no one agrees with me, and that's cool. Like straight up, it is what it is. I know that nobody agrees with me on this. It just is. I'm speaking what I believe of Nate Sudfeld. It's just straight up. This is what I believe. I'm not straight. If I thought, bro, I don't think I can make this more clear. If I was only going based on like, yo, be different or something, like, I would have had Fountain on the team. I was like, Fountain looks really good in camp with Easy. I was like, bro, Fountain looks awesome. He looked awesome. But I didn't put him on a roster because, like, bro, I don't think Fountain's going to show up in the preseason. It's just straight up like that. And it's
sounds
like the
like
opposite of Sudfeld.
backup quarterback we have.
I think Sudfeld's got something, man. I think he does, and I want to see it through. I want to see what it looks like. He may not. He's trash next week. I'll be like, all right, it wasn't there. I'll come on here and be like, it was not there. But I think he's got something still. I want to see another week.
I had the news on in the background. This is not even like something to joke about, to be honest with you. I heard there's a spike in domestic violence across Metro Detroit during Nate Sudfeld's reps tonight. It was that bad. And I just think for the safety of other people, he's got to go. I'm just saying. I'm not joking. The domestic violence is up. And I'm attributing it to Nate Sudfeld's play.
You would put that on X, bro. Let me see. Did you post it on X? Like, that's the type of thing I would see scroll through X. Like, hold up, is this real?
think of the families, Dion. Sudfeld has to go, bro.
It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Man, I love having Easy on here, man. This is awesome.
Well, I appreciate you doing this. I know I kind of hit you up last minute.
No, I'm actually glad because I was just chilling there. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I think I'm just lay down. And you're like, let's do it. I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. Hogan hadn't played linebacker today.
Dude, Calvin Shepard, another position coach, is fucking.
I just
got another one.
It's like, that dude's playing linebacker. Our long snapper's out there. Logan Hatton, our long snapper, he's playing linebacker.
Oh, I didn't even know.
He played it in college, right? Then so like he did a little bit, but he's like barely played. But it's like that's why he's like a freaky athlete. And I was like, I want to see what this guy's long snapper. But it's like it's almost like, yeah, dude, you're not going to play long snapper for us. But you said he's playing linebacker. We'll just throw you out there and see what it looks like. I don't think he did anything, but I just thought that was cool. I was like, all right, let him run. See what that looks like.
Maybe Brad would try to grab Joe. No, I don't want Joe Milton. I want a veteran. I want a guy who's played NFL snaps, preferably. Like started NFL games.
Joe Milton got drafted. He didn't get cut, right?
No, he played. Like, he had a touchdown tonight. Actually, he actually a little bit of a rocket. Not gonna lie, but
bro,
that's what he does.
They said he might start.
I saw that too. Oh, you're unplugged. You unplugged yourself, or maybe you muted yourself while you blew your nose. Sorry for calling y'all like that.
No, you're good. You're good. I didn't want to the mic.
No, I don't even want another. I don't even want any young guys. No, I want a guy with experience that could be in the ear of Hendon Hooker. Because even if Hooker is the QB2, I just want a guy.
You know who? I know a guy that has experience.
I want a Teddy Bridgewater. I want a Teddy Bridgewater or Joe Flacco, like someone who's done it.
I'm mad at it. So the only guy then is really is it fair? Like right now, the only guy seemingly is Tannehill that fits that for you. Kind of. I mean, Simeon maybe a little bit, but mainly it's Tannehill.
Yeah.
Or
if
Brian
the
Hoyer.
Taylor Heineke stuff. Because where's Taylor
Okay.
Heineke right now? Is it still
I don't think
Atlanta?
so. Yeah.
Right?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
And they have Penix. Ooh, I can't wait to watch him.
They have 2 quarterbacks. So
Yeah.
Heineke could just be let go.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Chronic, I know Teddy Two Gloves retired.
I like
Breaks
Heineke.
my heart.
Heineke's tough.
Actually, the Lions actually do care about the backup spot because, yeah, that's why they went and grabbed Teddy Two Gloves. So maybe they do make a move.
Oh, they definitely, yeah, I think they definitely care. I think easy. I think they like Sudfeld. I think they like Sudfeld, and they thought he was going to play well. They liked him in camp, just like a lot of every reporter was like, "Yo, Sudfeld looks like the 2." I wasn't the only, we're not like, it's not like that was the only thing coming out. It was like
No, he
one
did
guy
look like
thought
a
he
2 in
was
camp.
good. And he had it. He
Nate
didn't have a great
Sudfeld
day
did look
today.
like a 2 in camp.
And it's
Darius
like he
Thomas
didn't
also
have a
looked like
great day.
receiver 3 in camp.
Fair. That's fair enough. But I would say I think Sudfeld was better than Fountain today.
Yeah, but I mean, it's different. Two different. You know, I mean, quarterback, you're touching the ball every single time. Fountain can only do.
Okay, but like it wasn't like every
When the
play for
ball's
Sudfeld
thrown
was
his way.
a disaster. Like he did good things in there. Y'all, I think you
He
guys are
did.
like hyping yourself into the fact that like Sudfeld, like not you, but I think there's people that are like Sudfeld. Every play was terrible. Like no,
Think of the families.
down.
Yeah.
he had good. He had some bad. He had some good. But like, bro, it's like dog. And I like Hooker. There's no shot at Hooker. Hooker missed 2 throws pretty bad. He missed one really bad. He threw it straight over the
one?
guy's head on the curl. He ran like a curl and he threw it directly over his head. You're muted.
Sorry, I apologize. I'll
good.
say it.
I
I'll
can
deliver more calmly. Sudfeld had 7 of those.
Dude, but Sudfeld also had good throws. He had a bigger sample size.
All
Did
right,
he not?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
He
for
made
bed.
good throws, bro. He had some good throws. All right, look, he had bad. Let's take a top of our head. He threw the bad out route. He underthrew it.
Mhm.
And he probably took a couple sacks that he probably shouldn't have. But it's like, okay. It was give and take there. It was good. I thought the back shoulder. I thought the fade route that he threw was nice. I thought the back shoulder he threw was nice. He drew the PPI. I thought the fade that Hooker threw wasn't that great to Peoples Jones. It's like, all right, there's not really a chance he's catching that. I didn't think it was awful, but I was like, he's just. I mean, Peoples Jones is a big target. He didn't really give him a chance. Easy's completely checked out. That's cool. It's all right.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it's fine. This
good
is
on
this is
Sudfeld.
not
I've
going
seen-
any.
I've-
This is
well,
not
I've
getting
just- we've seen
anywhere,
the-
and that's okay.
No, yeah.
We'll-
No, yeah. I mean, I'm.
We'll see where it is next week. We'll see who
I
changes.
just we've seen enough
I come
sample,
back.
a big enough sample size. If I'm gonna have someone on my team that sucks ass, at least give me like somebody that's like can offer some advice to Hooker. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
that was respectfully like the most disrespectful thing that I've heard tonight. That was wild. That was wild.
If,
but it's cool, man. It's cool.
If you're gonna be inefficient for a second year in a row now within the same offense, give me a guy that has some experience to pass on to the young lad.
I'll leave you on this. Can Nate
Yes.
Sudfeld redeem himself in any way next week to you if he plays next week?
No,
Is there anything
Nope.
he can do?
no. He's gonna give you the same thing he gives
no,
you
no,
every
no.
single time.
No.
Yeah.
Nate Sudfeld
Okay.
he's 15 of 20, a touchdown, no picks. Let's just throw that stat line. That's the stat line. Are we?
Hey, bud, you tried.
Is it?
You tried. I'm outside.
Hey.
I bought Wolverine
We'll come
versus
back
Deadpool
when
on
that
my
happens.
phone
We'll come back when that
for you
happens.
to watch on
'cause
the
it
way to
will.
the airport. The truth, I would rather have an overcooked potato than Sudfield. Have you ever seen a South Park movie?
No.
Like,
I haven't.
oh man.
I've seen a lot
like,
of
hey,
South Park.
Kenny.
I haven't seen the actual movie though.
So Kenny dies, and
Okay.
they're like, "Hey, Kenny, like we revived you. Just we accidentally replaced your heart with a baked potato because I guess they microwave hearts. I don't know, keep them warm.
That's crazy.
That's what I hear.
Look, you can't understand what Kenny's saying anyway. So I mean, it's
Yeah, that's yeah.
it's.
I mean,
fair that you
yeah,
just-
is he really worth keeping around? He's the Nate Sudfeld of South Park. Just kill him off, get rid of him.
Y'all are crazy, bro.
He's there every season, but he gets killed off every time.
Y'all are crazy, bro. Oh, that's crazy. I wish you were doing this last year because I would have loved to see where your mindset was at. Because I think last year I only did my preseasons by myself, so it was just like that's the thing. I have my takes, and it's just like if I don't hear the other perspective, I sometimes don't know what other people are thinking. I didn't know you were this low
Yeah.
on Sudfeld last year, So it's like that's why some of this is surprising because in my view, I was fine with Sudfeld last year. And when we re-signed him, I was like, good. I liked him last year. So I'm assuming your reaction was like, what are we doing? Like, yeah,
well, yeah, when we got Teddy Bridgewater, I was definitely happy. I mean,
I'm saying this
I'm also-
offseason we re-signed him and then we knew that
Yeah, I
he
was
wasn't coming
pissed.
back. Yeah, okay, so that very different perspective. Like if you watch my video, I was like, good. Yeah, I could show you. It was like I was happy they re-signed him.
Yeah, I was not.
Real quick, watch. Let me just see real quick. I want to see what the opening's like. I want to see what it's like.
And obviously I'm just chirping you too because we're boys and whatnot. I definitely am not a Sudfeld fan.
It's more fun. It's more fun.
Like again, under different circumstances, like I would be fine with it. But just I think on the cusp of a Super Bowl, I think you got to get somebody that can carry you, 5 or 6 games. I just don't. I don't know. Sudfeld's just not doing that for me.
I think no, and that's the thing. I think that's going to be, and I think they're going to believe it's going to be Hooker.
Yeah, which I mean, if Hooker honestly for 5 or 6 games, maybe he get you there and it'll be sloppy, but he could he could Tim Tebow it up there, and he'll grow too. Hooker's gonna get better too, so I'm not opposed to that either. I'm more comfortable with a veteran guy.
I feel that. I get that. It's Tannehill or bust though for me right now. Looking at those
Yeah.
names.
Did we get Teddy before the injury, the ACL, or after? I think it was before, wasn't it?
After
Yeah, it was before.
what injury?
Sudfeld
His
tore his
injury?
ACL last year, didn't he?
Oh, no. Wait, he tore his ACL last year? No. I think he just had the injury from college. He was just rehabbing from because he was like
Oh.
doing drills. He just wasn't ready for preseason. Remember, like I don't know if you were there, but I feel like you were there. There was like certain days of training, like you would see him throwing around afterwards. He just was never ready for, and they just never
No, I'm
made him ready. They were just
No, I'm
like,
talking about
okay,
Sudfeld. Didn't he get hurt last year?
Oh, that's a good question.
I could be wrong.
Actually, I don't remember. He may have. No, he may have. That
Okay.
sounds right. I don't know.
So, okay, I have the answers for both things. Yes, Sudfeld did get hurt, and yes, they did sign Teddy Bridgewater beforehand.
Sudfeld got
So
hurt,
there's that.
and he signed Bridgewater before he got hurt. Okay. There you go. We'll see what happens next week. Maybe we'll change Yeezy's mind. Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I don't know if they're in love with him. But also, Dan Campbell had a prior relationship with Teddy Bridgewater as well, just like he does Ryan Tannehill. Just saying.
He does. There you go.
All
It
right,
might happen.
I gotta go to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Okay. No, you don't practice squad hooker. You never do that. You keep 3.
No.
You find a spot. You find a spot.
Yeah.
You don't mess with hooker. Hooker stays on the roster.
Yep. I'm within that one.
He stays.
Hooker stays.
Everything else is moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't play around with hooker, bro.
And honestly,
'Cause
with
if you cut, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
just real quick for this. If you cut Hooker, anybody can sign him. You have to have him get through waivers to then get him back on the practice squad. Like he doesn't immediately just go to the practice squad. And just if anybody doesn't know, that's why.
Mm.
All right,
no one would pick up Sudfeld.
bro. Chronic, what is this point, bro? Like no. What does that mean?
Russell Wilson's way better than Sudfeld. That's disrespectful to Russell Wilson. What are we doing?
Yo, hey,
Of course.
I can agree. Yeah, like, bro, you
Come
did,
on,
you
Russ
did
had
Russell
a-
Wilson dirty, dog. Because Chronic, I know you don't like Sudfeld. You did Russell Wilson dirty on that one. Hey, Steelers are going to be
Yeah.
trash, according to Chronic. They're going to be garbage, and I don't disagree. But yeah, okay. All right.
Russell Wilson, 26 touchdowns last year, only 8 interceptions. And he didn't
His
finish the
numbers
season.
were good last year.
He could have. They were. He's Russell
numbers are
Wilson.
good.
He
just
was a
didn't have many
scapegoat like
yards.
no other last year. Yeah, I think he had like 3,000 something.
Yeah, he kind of was.
What did
He
Goff
kinda
have?
was.
30? 30 and
Their
12?
defense was a disaster. 33 and 12. If you include playoffs. Yeah, 30 and 12 if not.
Yeah. Man, Goff's game against the Rams
Goff's-
was that was a great game
Goff's pretty good.
by him.
He's pretty good.
Yeah,
Goff
he's
might
good.
win MVP this
He's
year.
good. Well, okay.
I want to
You're
ask you
doing
this
it
just
again.
before we get off. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? You
I was
say
gonna troll
something
you. Just
crazy? Yeah, you were, but he's
yeah, no.
there's not
yeah,
much
I
you can do
was.
with that easy. It's just he's done what he's done.
I'll stop.
He's a proven man. Have you guys done like a show? Maybe if you haven't, have you done like a MVP prediction, rookie of the year, defense rookie, that kind of thing? you guys done that yet on your show?
Say it one more time.
Like a award prediction show.
On
What?
the show.
Yeah, yeah. You done it. You did it.
No, I just didn't hear what you
Sure.
said.
On the
The only thing you
Woodward
repeated was
Heavyweights.
on
My
your
bad.
show.
Have you done it on the Woodward Heavyweights? Have you done the?
Yes. We did it
Award
last year.
predictions.
We have not done it this year yet. Would you like to be a part of
Okay.
it?
Well, if you want me to, I can be.
Would you like to
I
be
would,
on
I would
for that
absolutely
episode?
do it. I'd absolutely do it. Yes, I would. But
you're gonna put-
I was just asking because I was like, if you haven't, that's something you should do. You know, because if not, I mean, I know you want to get your take on there, because I'll just put
We
just some
do-
stuff out people aren't aware of. Easy typically texts me and he's like, "Yo, I put money on Goff to win MVP." I'm like, "Dude, okay." So I just wanted to make sure while we're here, like, yo, if you don't, do a lot. You should do the show. You should do the show. That's information that Lions fans want to hear. So I was just making sure that you didn't miss that. How much was it?
The way we did these awards last year, no, never in my life. Although I do think he'll get some votes this year.
Put put a stack.
No, it's actually you'll love the way we do the award stuff. We do it like a
Okay.
draft. So like you know your
Ooh,
team, if anybody on your
that's
team wins
fire.
MVP, right?
So like if you
Yeah.
took Goff, I couldn't take Goff.
Correct. So you had to pick
Ah.
like an actual MVP candidate,
So I got to
Like,
take Sudfeld. Gotcha.
Josh Allen or something. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm just
All
doing
right.
it easy. You took the one, I got to move the two. Can't process
My
elimination.
girl bought these. I gotta throw these things out. Sorry. She bought flowers and been sitting on
Okay.
the kitchen table, and there's fruit flies on the flowers, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, go use the
Yo,
toilet,
she
bro.
put-
Go use the toilet, dog.
I'm gonna keep hitting the microphone. I apologize.
Why are you not
I'm
watching
good
on
now.
the
It
toilet,
actually
though?
kind of passed.
That's what people do, though, right? Like you watch videos on the toilet. That's
Watch on
normal.
the toilet.
Yeah, if you're watching us, you're not on the toilet. I'm a little disappointed. Like, yo, what are you doing? You're not going to the bathroom because you're watching us, bro. Go to the bathroom and watch us at the same time. That's what normal people do, bro. Instead of
You know what? I'm just
Yeah.
gonna turn my camera off. I'll be right back. I'll take you guys in with me.
they do that. We don't do that. That's too much. All right. We won't go down that road,
Okay.
man. Hey, easy. This is a good show. Are you hit on it? Is there anything else you want to hit on before we get out of here?
I just want to say, see, I was able to do that. I wasn't able to do that 3 days ago. I tore my rotator cuff, and it was doing fine. And then I watched Nate Sudfeld play today, and it hurts again. So and I'm not.
All right. Guys, appreciate y'all joining, man. The Truth, Chronics in the building, Cartier. Bro, hey, man, we appreciate y'all coming out. Wait, you actually tear
Shout
your
Ryan
rotator
Thompson.
cuff?
Yeah, I did Saturday at the wedding.
Man. See, easy. This is the thing. You be getting hurt at like things that you shouldn't get hurt at.
I can't do that. I could do this with this one.
You said how you tore something like at a wedding or something? Did you say you tore something?
Yeah, my MCL was the year before was the MCL. This year is my rotator cuff. I just go
Don't
too hard.
invite easy to anything
Honestly.
that has dancing involved, bro. Don't.
I'm an awesome wedding date, honestly. Like I clean up at a wedding. I don't know how.
Okay.
Out of my league. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You doing work?
And I deliver.
Okay.
Unlike I'm not gonna go there.
Well-
I've used them enough tonight.
Okay. I would say I delivered at the last dance I was at, so let's calm down.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, you want to see the video?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Is this real?
Alright, well, yeah, this is real. It's not what you're thinking, but it's delivering. It's just not what you're expecting.
I
It's
Okay.
definitely not what you're expecting, but it's I'm delivering on this one. So
damn. Hospitals and physical therapists clean up when Easy goes to weddings. Is this you dancing?
yeah, that's
Oh, that is you. Did you fall? Wait, that's not you.
Watch. No, it's me. Cause watch.
Wait.
Cause you're gonna see. Watch this. That was part of the dance.
I can't tell. Is that really you?
That was me. It's cooking.
Are you chilling? Are you trolling?
No, that was actually me. That was actually me. I don't remember when that was.
Oh, you
It's on
you
my,
guessing that
it's
to
on my
me.
Instagram. It's on my Instagram.
Oh, real quick before we do go, can you guys follow Dion on Twitter so he starts using it? This guy's got what 20-some thousand subscribers on YouTube, and he's got like how many Twitter followers you have?
I got 1,700.
1,700. Okay, you're over 1,000.
Yeah.
But he deserves more.
Man.
What's your Twitter?
My Twitter is at Nate Sudfeld is that dude 313.
Okay. All right. I love you guys. Follow me on Twitter. All right. Never mind, Dion.
At zero dose of Dion, because that's real people put zero in front of their name for some reason because they got locked out of their other account.
Wacky inflatable arm flailing Dion.
Yeah,
that feels crazy, bro.
Well, that dance did go crazy. Yeah, okay, that's not one that we can even make jokes about. That was legit. That was legit. You could also tell I was the only person up there, so everybody backed up. Like, oh, it's about to go down. Yeah. All right.
They're like, I think he's having a seizure.
It could have been. That could have been what it was too. It was one of the two. I took the first one. It may have been the second one. Hey, chat, man. We appreciate y'all joining, man. Easy. Thanks for doing the show, man. I'm glad we did this. We'll have to make this a normal thing if you're down. Post games.
I'm done.
All right, because I like doing them. So week 2, we'll be back. Sudfeld talk. Stay tuned. Need to address it. Okay. I clicked the end
Sudbuds.
button.